You guys can continue your tomato talk. It's fine.
Ice
You
cream
just
doesn't have to
like
be
tomato
sweet
so
though.
much. Why don't you fucking eat one right now on stream?
I'm literally eating tomatoes right now.
Oh,
You
If I
sick
had a
fuck.
tomato, I'd go
Here's
eat it.
another
I
piece
might-
of tomato
nice.
I think we should
with
all...
balsamic and olive oil.
Yum.
Can we actually?
Ah.
I want to touch on something from the last stream. So, like again, like I didn't hear it very well for whatever reason. The Xbox Twitch app and our stream just does not like each other. It was very low in volume. I had my TV was literally at 100, and I could not hear it very well. But
Wow.
one thing I did hear was the concept of an ASMR stream, and I am very about that. I want to have like an ASMR like stream, but it's Tristan eating tomatoes, describing the process to us.
Yeah, we could do what is it? Social eating, is that what they call it on?
Yeah, I could do
Twitch?
social eating and start eating sunflower chips really close to the mic,
Let's
like
all eat and talk about eating and not eating.
It's like
like that.
this is like
You heard that?
Yeah,
I love
that
to
was
use the
definitely
vinegar. Put it on tomato, salt, pepper. Just make
See,
it look
your
very
the mic you have, it doesn't pick it up like that. When
Yeah.
you try to talk low, it tries to like increase the gain and hear all that static around too.
Yeah, I think it's because I have my air conditioning on because it's hot as balls again for some fucking reason.
You need something decent.
Yeah.
Like this.
That's pretty good.
Ooh,
Whoa.
I'm just like, just like
Everyone's
roll
really
dice.
turned on me today.
Oh, God, I need to stop. I gotta
D
stop.
please don't.
D&D DM ASMR.
That's fucking with my hair. Either way, welcome back. Welcome back to Questionable Role Models after the talk of tomatoes, sorbets, and well, ASMR.
Tomatoes.
We're back for our 65th episode. 4 away from the nice one.
You're gonna do something special for that?
Nice.
It's funny because it's just nice now. It's just a nice one. That's all it is.
Yeah, that's it.
Either way, welcome back. We are here with almost everyone, like every session. Almost everyone. And before I get into the recap of what's happened last session, let's go over the players that we have currently. Starting with Duke. Duke, would you please introduce yourself, your character, stuff like that?
Hi, I'm Duke. I play Agranax Scarfist. He's a half-orc, half-Goliath pugilist. Play the boxer, so he just loves punching. Right now, I don't think we really went over how we're feeling last time, but we're surrounded.
Yeah.
And there's Drake action. So this is the perfect time to die and go out fight. Very true to Agronac's traditional roots. He loves his friends and hopes we can try and get out of this alive. But is also aware of the threat around.
All right. Next, we will have Ian introduce himself.
Hi, I'm Ian. I'm playing Inspira Megami, sometimes known as Nemesis. She is a tiefling, monk, and ranger multiclass, and she has been missing, doing God knows what. Not even I know what Inspira has been up to the past 2 days. She's been doing something. Sure would be helpful to have her now as the group is getting ambushed and grabbed by all these people that may or may not get murdered. But yeah, she's always thinking of some plan. She's always up to something, and apparently easily forgotten until like the last 3 hours and 40 minutes of the previous episode.
So did you watch our last episode?
I did.
Thank you.
Only, like I said, the volume was a little iffy, so
Which is weird, because every time I check out our YouTube stuff, it's clear. And I'm guessing on
Yeah.
our Twitch, it's clear. So
I honestly think it's just because I watched it on my Xbox because I had other shit to do, and I cannot just like if it was on YouTube, I could just put it on my YouTube on my phone. I have YouTube Premium. I could just like turn off my phone and let it play. But yeah, just for whatever reason on the Xbox, like I don't know, I could hear Dylan really well. I could hear Toby really well. And I could hear Tristan and Duke really well. Everyone else, like I could kind of hear Robert. I could kind of hear Gia. And
I think there's
Pete,
just an issue.
it was honestly, it was probably just with the app. But Pete, it was just some of your voices. Like every time you did Don Gigante, I literally could not hear it.
Oh.
I could hear Streaks very well, but yeah, it was.
Okay.
it
Well,
was weird.
hopefully we won't have any more issues. You know, I think everything's coming in clear. If you guys want, you guys could, you know, if anyone's watching, let us know if there is audio issues. But
Yeah, and that was the thing, like, because I've watched it on the PC before and it came in fine. It's just, I don't know.
Mhm.
Shout out to all the 0 people watching us on Xbox right now. You should watch us on the computer or on a cell phone.
All right. Next we have Dylan. Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
Playing Zendori Valur, the Water Ganassi ordered the cleric of Helm. Currently, things are about to happen, and I want to leave Peter suspense, so I'm not going to tell you what.
Are you nervous?
Peter, do I ever get nervous? All the time, like right now, so fucking bad.
All right. Next we have Tristan.
Hello, I'm Tristan, playing a character called Michelle Eldoran. College of the Swords Bard, tiefling, likes to wear colorful clothing. Is currently scared shitless because there's a whole fucking mob behind him, and he's wondering who he can escape with, and who's stuck there all by themselves.
All right. Next we have Gia.
Hi, I'm playing Victor Cannon. He is a Lightborn fighter and first level paladin, and a former actor. He and Drake used to work together, and Drake was a far inferior actor and person. So Victor is hoping to prove once again that he is better.
All right. And finally we have Robert.
Hello, I'm Robert. I'm playing Oscar Iron Fist. He's a Battle Rager Barbarian / Hexblade Warlock. And he's confronted by a huge mob of people that are mind controlled and is not quite certain what to do, if he should be fighting and killing a bunch of random folk, or if he shouldn't, because that's a whole lot of murder. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
I stopped you before.
Yeah.
Well,
He's
I ask
actually-
you this: how many people has Oscar just straight up murdered randomly?
No one.
Like at least 30 goblins
Maybe one.
who were just living in their cave.
I'm not sure how to help with
Maybe,
that.
Goblins aren't people.
maybe one goblin family. Yeah, we don't know. But yes, actually, from that point, we can jump right into the recap. Right now, actually, we are missing one player, and they will be coming back later, and that's Toby. And I'm sure Toby will introduce themselves when they join us. All right, so okay. As for the recap, last week you guys gathered your friends, spent basically the whole episode finding a way to teleport to different cities, contact people you know, and get them to the city that you guys are currently in, because there's imminent danger here. Where Drake Action has taken control and charmed the individuals these people called the Creators, which are the richest people that run the city of Masuriel. So after they were charmed and you guys freaked out a bit, gathered some allies. You guys managed to learn, thanks to Don Gigante, that there's something called, I think, Project Geared Scales that's going on. That the Tinkers Guild for the city has been working on for years, and it's almost complete. And that you guys cannot let Drake Action get a hold of this because it's most likely a clockwork dragon. Now, where this dragon is located, there are multiple possible places where it might be located. Not only that, you guys don't know how many have been being made, how do you say that? How many have been
Manufactured.
Constructed?
Yeah, there you go.
Built,
Manufactured,
spawned,
made,
birthed.
or created. Yeah. Yet, or if they're even finished or close to finish. But yeah, just like Kellic said on the stream, it's basically Metal Gear situation going on. You guys have to stop Metal Gear. Now,
Yeah.
on the way there, you guys realize that, first of all, you guys aren't wanted anymore. Not only that, the people around you, they're acting normally, but slowly they seem to be kind of surrounding you, kind of gathering close to you, getting in the way of your guys' direction here or there. And eventually, you guys saw through this crowd of people Drake Action, and as he mocked you all, he said to Victor Cannon, well, why don't you give, fans what they truly desired yourselves? As he said that, he kind of backed away into the crowd, disappearing in broad daylight behind everyone. And you guys have, you guys realize you guys are surrounded and have been positioned at the center of this square.
Square?
Like, opening in between the buildings.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, that's where we are at. If you guys have any questions as players, ask me now before we start getting into it.
What kind of buildings are around us? Like
Mostly like
story things, or 2-story, or
they're mostly 2, maybe 3-story buildings. There's not much buildings taller, and if it's 3-story, it'll be like a spire or like an attic part that's technically the 3rd story. Not many, much more taller. You guys are
Okay.
more in a residentially area, and yeah. Anything else?
don't think so.
Is there a
How-
located
how-
grassy knoll?
What?
Is there a conveniently located guy that in spirit just happens to be that?
You came out choppy again, but here, let me just do this to show you guys where you guys are at.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. Does that sound normal?
You're still coming in
No.
choppy, but while hopefully the internet kind of corrects itself,
Oh my.
let me yeah, you guys are basically surrounded.
Wait, where are you showing us this?
On Roll20 and on the stream now.
It's not showing up on the...
What about now?
That's a
Stella?
bit
Oh my
better.
God.
Kind
Yeah. You're kind of domo arigatoing yourself there.
of. Mr. Roboto.
Gomo.
That's so many
Don't know.
people.
Okay. Well, while this is going on, let me just describe what
D&D
Inspira
brought to you by PowerPoint.
has been up to. So Ian, if you can, listen in. Alright? You don't have to respond, I'll just tell you what you've been up to. You've actually been gathering some information here or there. Don Gigante instantly saw your skills in stealth. He was able to kind of eye your skills and asked for your assistance in gathering some information while everyone else was busy gathering their allies. You learned the location, and the Don says the Don also told you that if they get caught, along the way as they are being sent to this place, you shouldn't be directly with them, just in case. Find an escape route if you can, lead them out or make a distraction. You're supposed to be assistance if there's trouble. And then if there's a big fight that happens, and if the clockwork dragon's already been finished and you have to get into a fight, then you get into a fight. But otherwise, stay out of the way. One thing you noticed instantly is that people acting strangely. First, so you found a higher vantage point so you could get a better view of the place, and your location is on the map also. Right there. You see that? You should see where you are.
It's being real slow right now. Oh, I see her.
Yep. Okay. So that's where you are. You should be able to deal with everything else as it comes. So, I trust your judgment on this, but I want you guys to role play this, and depending on your actions or how long you guys are taking, I will have something happen. So first, let's roll for initiative to kind of get this out of the way. So everyone roll me their initiative.
Point of order, Pete. I still have the pauldron on, just in case you didn't know, because it's not my items anymore.
Okay, that's good to know.
And now we get to wait 6 years as we go through 300 people's initiative.
If only it was that easy for you guys.
Now, where's
Oh,
Victor
sorry, I need to
through this
roll.
whole thing? As I recall, we were talking to Victor. Not Victor, Drake.
So rude to confuse us.
Sorry, I was thinking the most important person.
Take action.
And your name, tap it.
Aw.
So
First.
you're wondering where Drake is?
Yeah.
Drake was up here to the north, and he kind of faded into the crowd. Like he kind of
Motherfucker.
pushed himself back, and the crowd just kind of wrapped around him. But as that happened, I'll say Michelle, you could give me a perception check because you were probably the closest individual.
Nice.
27.
Okay. Something seemed a little off. Like he didn't give an
Well,
order.
no shit.
No. Well, he didn't give it. The first thing you would notice is that he didn't give an order outright. And they just kind of moved. He moved seamlessly through them. So those are. I'll just tell you that much at least. With the 27, and then yeah. So you guys have I'll give you one. As the crowd's slowly closing in on you, I'll give you guys one just quick round of what you guys are doing as the descending order, and we have Michelle starting it off.
Oh god. Well, guys, we kind of need to get out of here. Yeah. And I'm gonna cast invisibility on 1, 2, 2 upcasted to level 6. How? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Nice.
Okay, so I'll make myself invisible. I'll make Oscar invisible. Actually, no, fuck Oscar.
It's touch, right?
It's touch.
Okay.
High fives left and right.
Oscar goes high five. Oh.
Who's this person, by the way?
That's
The
a
two-
Majuli?
Sorry,
And
that's
this
supposed to be Dimitri and
Oh.
Majuli.
Wait, which one? Which one's? Sorry, which one's Moogly?
Mugli is Mugli is the bottom right, and here let me get it corrected.
Yeah.
Where's Drake?
He's in the crowd somewhere.
Okay. You just say
Oh,
that into the crowd, I
crap.
guess.
Yeah, we're playing prop hunt right now, and he's fucking
Yeah.
up. What an asshole.
Where is Waldo?
Sorry, my overseer version of the launch, the Roll20 just kind of crashed on me.
Overseer.
I have one where it's what you guys can see and what I should only be able to see. I have to have
Okay.
both open. One
So
for the
who'd you cast it on, Tristan?
Everyone in our party except for Oscar.
Okay, so give all of yourselves invisibility mark.
This would be a real good time to have the jump spell.
Y'all just spring away.
Yeah. As I'm touching everyone, and one by one, everyone goes invisible. I look over to Oscar. You're fine. You can get through
one
this.
is invisible.
Yeah, I guess.
Oops, now I killed myself. Okay. There we go.
And
Just
as
remember
well
to-
as you, Aggie.
Say again.
You're
You
invisible
are
too.
invisible, Aggie.
I gave him the symbol.
Okay.
I'm just fixing some stuff right now, so. Okay, there we go. You guys should be able to see Dimitri's name.
Is this invisibility or greater invisibility?
Just
Oh fuck.
I mean, that should be
Let
enough
me
to
just-
get past normal civilians.
Well,
Let me just cast my spell and have it disappear on me.
yeah, now it's Nemesis' turn. Oh, is that the end of your
Alright.
turn, Tristan?
And everyone have a good time trying to get out of here.
Have fun out
and
there.
You don't see me, but you see me like stretching a bit, getting ready to like try to go through the crowd. That's it.
Alright.
I think the best part is we have nowhere we're gonna idea where we're gonna meet up or anything after this. Y'all just turned invisible.
Yeah. So you guys can't look at anyone else's
Just get outta here.
character. Don't
Yeah.
think about it. You guys
Well,
just
fuck.
do you.
Never said Michelle was the smartest.
So, Pete,
Yep.
one, do I sound like a robot still?
Nope, you're good.
No, you sound better.
Cool. Anyway, so is Inspira up on that? That's a catwalk, right? Like sort of
It's an elevated platform that goes from one building to another. Like it's just a connection of 3 to 4 buildings. And you were trying to get a higher view, so you made it up there, and this is what you see. So you can go around the
Gotcha.
corner and see exactly where they are if you want.
Sorry, it's being a little slow on my end.
That's fine.
All right.
By the way, I
so
rolled your stealth before, and it was a 23, so
Whoa.
keep that.
cool.
Nice.
All right, so and she sees. She sees. Yeah, I guess she only sees Oscar, Moogly, and Dimitri. Not that I don't think she's really interacted with them, but she sees Oscar.
Well, you would have seen all of
Seen
them
them
there a
before?
moment before.
All
And when
right.
you came around the corner again, they're not there.
Using
Except
her using her 500 IQ. Let's see. She is going to use her action. She is going to pull out the ladder from her robe, or from Misha's robe of useful items, and she's going to lay it next to her. I'm assuming this elevated platform is like 10 feet off the ground or so.
Maybe a little more. Yeah.
Okay, so she's gonna pull it up, and as she's doing it, she's gonna try and like wave it in a way that like maybe someone sees it in the group, maybe Oscar, maybe Moogly,
Okay.
and then she's kind of like bring it down.
Okay. All right. I need everyone to give me a perception check then,
Alrighty.
with disadvantage, because you guys are surrounded. Where are my
Well, in
dice?
Spira, I'm probably not gonna see this.
What are you looking for?
Found it.
Yep, I didn't see it.
Go, Victor.
Damn.
Okay.
Perceptive.
Yep.
A ladder over
The-
there.
Okay. So, all right. Is that your turn?
Yes. I'm also controlling Rowan because I have.
That's fine.
control of
You
him right
control
now.
Rowan. Rowan most likely will turn into a bird and fly away,
Yeah.
just to keep it
Yeah.
simple.
That's fair.
That's probably what's gonna happen.
All right.
we all just hear a caw go through the air that sounds vaguely like "See ya, suckers."
Yeah, actually, like Rowan, where Rowan was standing before he, you hear like a flutter of his cape, and next thing you hear is a few wing beats in the invisible air as he disappears into the air. Okay, he's gone.
Just left his brother, huh?
You just deleted Rowan.
Yeah, no, that's what I did.
Disintegrate.
Dimitri actually polymorphs herself and
Oh.
says, "I believe you guys can make your way out of here yourself," and changes into a bird and flies off. And he starts flying vertically straight to the point where he knows that they probably won't be able to reach him with most things.
Okay.
Okay. Moogly's turn. Shit.
Wait, real quick. What did Inspira wave again?
A
A
ladder.
ladder.
Wave
So-
the ladder.
So you saw like there's a balcony.
Something moved.
There's like a
Okay.
balcony in the distance over the heads of everyone that you can see, and
Which
then like
direction? I didn't see where you said that.
south here.
Oh, okay. Got it.
And yeah,
I see
you
it
saw
now.
you saw some like a ladder kind of waving back forward. You didn't see anyone who's holding it and whatnot, but you saw something like a ladder being waved back and forth.
Yeah, so that could be
You know,
promising.
the
or
video
it
of like, you know the video of the gerbil with like the empty water bottle, it's just like swinging it, and like there's like the rainbow music. That's pretty much what that was.
Okay. Unclear if that would help us or not. Just a wavy ladder.
Moogly is going to. Dylan, what would you do?
Well, I don't know what spells Moogly has.
Here, I'll give you control of Moogly. Keep it easier.
Cool. Sounds good to me.
She doesn't have all the spells that a normal cleric would, but I gave her a lot. Where
Let
is
me
it?
take a look.
There.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
Alright. 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 Where the heck are the spells?
Down.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Huh.
Disintegration.
Feel the power of Helm!
God damn. Nah, she's got nothing.
Yep.
Feel protected.
Moogly would then, as a Furbolg, hidden step and just try to charge through the crowd.
Okay.
Hidden step.
So turn invisible for 6 seconds and charge through.
Yeah.
Okay.
She doesn't want to harm anybody, so.
That's true. I'll let you choose which direction.
Alright. Oh, I'm gonna roll a perception check for Moogly on that ladder. Perception's what, wisdom or intelligence?
She rolled a
Wisdom.
17, so
Did she see it?
yeah.
Okay, she's gonna try to run to the ladder then.
Okay.
Through this invisible guy.
That's double movement per area.
Okay, so it'd be 5, 10, 20, 30. She get right there.
Okay.
And then
As,
she dash.
as people are being pushed through, they're going to start. They're all gonna start swinging at her. I'll say she takes. I'll be generous. 15. 15 points of damage, just flat.
25, and then I guess she's right in the center of that crowd.
Okay.
Alright. How much? 20 points?
It's at 15.
15?
Wait, where'd you put her? I'm lost.
She's literally in the center of the crowd there.
Oh, I gotta bring her up one
Alright.
to the front. Okay, you can move her in now.
Alright, cool.
Next is Zan. Zan, you see Moogly rush through the crowd.
Fucking. I don't think Oscar can do this, so I break my invisibility,
Okay.
cast Freedom Moon on Oscar,
Okay.
Ooh.
and then I just whisper in his ear, just run.
Okay.
So you're breaking invisibility to cast freedom of movement only on Oscar, not yourself.
I can't. It's only one person.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's.
And then bonus action, I'm gonna bless myself and Oscar. Everyone's invisible.
Wait, bless is that's another spell, right?
Oh, you're right. Yeah, I can't.
Can't do that.
Never mind. Bye.
Okay. Anyone else would like to do anything?
Notepad.
Okay.
Where's
Well,
my notepad?
Agronak, your turn.
Okay. So everyone's just sort of booking it at this point.
Yep.
Can I? Can I? I want to charge to the south of me, as that seems to be the clearest exit.
Okay.
Would I have to roll for that?
No, just move through everyone as you see fit. Let me know if you want to attack or anything like that. You were warned by the Dawn. Don't hurt the innocent people. Unless you absolutely have to. Okay. Each movement through the people, so that's 3 movement. That's 15. That's extra 5 feet per movement. So that's 30 feet just to get through
Oh.
them. So it was here. I'll count it out for you. So it was 5, 15, 25. Then this is 35. Then this is 40.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So I gotta move back a space for 2.
Yeah, this is, you have to dash basically, unless you use your bonus action Moxie to dash.
Oh yeah, I could do that, couldn't I?
Or disengage.
I want to dash.
Okay.
Dash.
As action or
dash,
bonus
dash.
action?
Bonus action.
Okay. So that's 35.
40.
Yep, 40.
And then that'd be 50.
Yep, 50.
6.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. And then a crowd of people.
Yep. As you're kind of pushing your way through, eventually, you know, your turn comes to an end. You're invisible, but they probably know someone's here, you know. And since you're invisible, you're going to take, for the distance you traveled, just like Moogly, 15 points of damage. These people are kind of like clawing at you, reaching for you, as you know, you bump through them and charge through them. Victor, it's your turn.
Okay. Quick question.
Yeah.
I did see the ladder situation happening, but did I see any way to get up there? I just have to go over there and hope they let the ladder down, I guess.
Maybe.
I guess that's what the ladder means. Okay. Alright. I would like to, I'm not sure this is possible, I would like to pick up Zan, just like hoist her over my shoulder, and then dash. And I understand that will probably at least tab my movement.
It would already have your, it would have your movement, and it would have it even more when you're going through people.
So it would quarter my movement.
Yes.
It would quarter my dash.
Which is 60 feet. So
Well,
you would
it's
only
actually 80 feet because I have.
80
my
feet.
boots.
So you would only be able to basically move 20 feet
Okay.
through
20,
the people. Through
20,
the people.
20 feet through the people?
Yeah. So
20
like
feet
you,
just gets me to the people from here.
Okay, so here you have 80 feet with
basically
dash,
handing
right?
me off.
Let's calculate this.
Yeah.
So you dash here, so that's 15. This is the theoretical. 15.
I can't see where you. Oh,
I
okay.
moved you.
I see now.
So 15, and then from here, if you go, oh my god, it's so weird.
Is this dumb?
You decide once you hear it. 15 feet of movement, so that's
I mean, it might be an action to move Zan if you're doing like grapple rules also. Or an attack action.
unless they're willingly getting picked up.
Oh, okay.
That's a different thing.
Yeah.
So give
I
me
mean,
a second.
she could refuse, I guess.
You would be able to move 16 feet from this point. So you go 5, 10, 15.
Just like right out.
Yeah, with Zan.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
But Zan would be visible.
I know.
still.
She's
So
gonna
you-
be visible whether I carry out or not. So.
Do you want to do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
just drag Zan through this crowd of people to get
Yep.
beat up.
Not drag,
trying to-
carry heroically.
She's trying to fly
as you're
away.
carrying, are you trying to like protect her from everyone else?
Yeah.
As best you can. Okay. I'll say that Victor, you'll with your invisibility, you'll take.
Can I not consent to this? Because you're breaking the main oath of Helm, and I would not consent to this.
Which is what?
Protect the poor, weak, and young. Do not sacrifice yourself for others.
I'm protecting you, who is in a poorer state than me, because you're visible.
You know the Victor has a point. Either way, are you allowing it or no? Because if you're not, we have to go back a few steps.
No, I am not.
You're not allowing it? Okay. Victor,
So I guess we're gonna spend our turn arguing.
you run next to her,
Beautiful.
trying to pick her up. Zan, you refuse. Are you gonna try to force picking Zan up?
How long are we allowed to talk?
Less than 6
Not that
seconds.
long.
This is a long turn already.
Sam, there's no reason to sit here. There's no reason to stay here.
Remember your oath.
Who am I protecting here?
Done. That's it.
Thanks for wasting my turn.
Okay. Cool. Next is Oscar.
Well, seeing as Zan is just standing right next to him and hasn't gone anywhere, and apparently Victor's voice is right next to his head as well, Oscar's gonna try and draw the mob. So he's gonna step over here. He's gonna shout out as loud as he can at all of them. Come at me if you're hard enough! And he's gonna rage.
Man.
Hey. All right. Next we have. Okay. Next we have the mob. All right. I thought you guys would make a bigger escape than this on the first turn. Glad it didn't work.
Me too.
Could I try and roll a intimidation check to just draw their attention to
Yes. Yes. You definitely can.
me? Okay. Intimidation.
Trying to coax the mob to you. All right. Okay. I will say the upper half most likely will, for sure. Maybe some of the lower half will more focus on you too. But as they close in, this is so many different layers. Kind of sucks. Actually, I'm gonna move this one back. There we go. Oh God, it's so many.
They could just all give up.
No,
True.
you guys could just give up too. All right. So, people in the way are Victor, Michelle's technically in the space, Oscar. Okay, so Oscar, you're gathering most of the people's attention. You said, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. What's your AC?
It is 16.
16.
Mhm.
And you're gathering more than half for yourself. So that is.
I'm a
not-
glutton for punishment.
What's
Uh, 16. Okay,
What are you laughing about?
Oscar, you're
Mhm.
raging, right?
Yep.
So you take half the damage.
As long as it's bludgeoning, piercing,
Oh, it
or
is.
slashing.
It is. So half the damage of that is you take 37 damage. 37 points. Of
Okay.
damage.
Alrighty.
I would have got knocked out.
Yeah. Okay. Michelle, you're invisible, and not only that, your AC is higher. So, give me a second. I gotta do some math.
Brought to you.
You take 15 points of damage. Victor, you take 15 points of damage. They still haven't technically reached Zan's location.
Woo! Well, as they hit me, all invisibility gets dropped.
Ooh.
Wait, you're that low already?
No.
No, I
Yeah.
failed my con save.
Yep.
Oh, did I have to do a con save?
Nope.
Okay.
Because
I
he's
didn't think
concentrating
so.
on the spell.
Oh, I see. Okay. All right.
So everyone loses their visibility. So take it off if you have it. Or I'll take it off if I see it. Alright. Michelle, it's your turn next.
As I look at some of the cuts that I received on my arms, fucking hell, why have you guys not left yet?
I'm trying.
And I start tracing out a portal very similar to Dimension Door. And
You cut out.
You cut out.
oh,
You said-
I trace.
Yep.
I trace my hand in a similar fashion as I'm creating a portal, very similar to Dimension Door. Anyone want to come? And I'm just waiting.
Okay. So you're holding your action.
Yes.
Cast Dimension Door if anyone comes to you.
Yes.
Got it. Alright. Nemesis, what are you doing?
All right, she peers over her little hiding spot, and she still doesn't see anyone.
You could
And
see
she's just,
no you
cursed.
oh yeah, you kind of can. You might be able to spot Zan because Zan's like not in the crowd. You probably will be able to see Moogly because Moogly's right here.
They're also mostly gnomes, so they're a little shorter than.
Yeah,
Some
a
of the
lot
taller
of them
people.
Are they all mostly warm?
like
Oh,
50, maybe a little more.
My shit.
Inspira's
little
gonna
less.
lean over the. Inspira's gonna lean over the edge. Is like that crowd attacking Moogly? Like what are they doing? Or is Moogly
Oh, yeah.
Moogly just
Yeah,
moshing?
Moogly took a ton of damage. I didn't tell you guys because you're not playing Moogly.
Gotcha. Well, Nemesis is gonna be Nemesis is gonna come over to this edge here and she's gonna just not throw the ladder over, but she's gonna just try and drop it down, and she's gonna be like, you need to get up here right now.
Okay, so you kind of shove the ladder down the side, hoping that
Yeah.
Moogly will take that chance. Okay.
Yeah, she's like, get up here and pull this back up.
Okay.
Technically, she's still invisible.
Yeah, it's until the start of the next turn. Yeah.
Yeah.
But in Spirit, what's your passive perception then?
Hey, I'm sure you saw the crowd get trampled.
Wait, how is she still invisible?
Because
She's
it's
a
her
furball.
it's her Furbolg ability.
It wasn't a
Wait,
spell from
really?
Mish.
Yeah, they could turn invisible for a turn. A
I
turn and a
didn't
half.
know that. Oh no, my passive's only 13.
Okay. Well, you probably see somebody getting attacked that's invisible. I'll just say that.
Yeah, I'll be like, I don't know who's down there, but you need to get up here right now.
Got it.
Take the ladder up with you. She's gonna put the ladder there, and then she's just gonna get ready to. She'll move over and get ready to punch the shit out of anyone that's not an ally coming up in the most non-lethal way possible.
Got it. Rowan, Dimitri's turn. They're gone. They're flying away.
Must be nice.
Moogly.
What domain is Moogly, Pete?
I still haven't chosen one, but
Okay.
you know,
That's fine. I won't use any of her channel abilities.
yeah.
Moogly's gonna just try to force her way through the crowd towards that ladder.
Okay.
I don't know where. I just go to this drawing ladder
It's-
right here.
The ladder's right here.
Okay. Oh, the ladder's right there. Why'd you run into the crowd?
No, Nemesis just put it down.
10. Oh, okay. So that's 20, and then she'll use 10 feet to climb.
Okay. That should be enough to get her to the top. Moogly takes an additional 10 points of damage, so she's at 66 already. Okay.
Sounds good.
Pull up the ladder. I can heal you.
All right.
Well, give me. For a second, I'm just thinking why isn't Dylan speaking as Zan. I'm like, oh, it's because it's Moogly. Moogly, you know, is gonna try to shake the ladder to see if she could get the people that are climbing up after her off of it. I need an athletics
She's
check.
got a powerful build.
Yes, I know. So she has advantage on this thing, and she doesn't have a skill for athletics, so it's 18.
Nice.
So yep, Moogly, like, she twists the ladder. You know, you can hear it kind of creaking, but the people fall off at the bottom. She quickly like tosses it up, catches it, and throws it aside. And that is her turn. Zan, it's your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna kind of scowl at Victor, grab my holy symbol, lift it up, and then channel divinity and tell the crowd to get on your knees, put your hands on the floor. Make about 600 wisdom saves, Peter.
So I was right that you were gonna use the channel divinity thing, right?
I was gonna use something else, but Victor disappeared, or Drake disappeared
Okay.
suddenly. So.
I'm gonna roll 4 to like the 4 quadrants. Okay.
All right.
Keep it simple. All right. Top left is top group of people failed. Right group of people succeeded. Bottom group failed, and the left succeeded. So the top and like the mass of group of people up here and down here, they kind of bend at the knee. They put their hands on the floor.
All right. Cool.
What do the dinosaur?
Oh man, yeah. Ask them
So-
that.
This part failed. You said, Pete.
That part and
Okay.
this part.
I'm gonna yell at Victor to run. Victor, run! Oscar, get in that portal. And I'm just gonna start stepping on backs.
Okay. I'll still say it's difficult terrain,
Okay, so that'll be 10, 20, and I guess 30.
but
gets
you
me,
won't be
like, right
taking
out of
any
there.
damage for running through them.
Okay, that's my movement.
Okay.
And then bonus action, I'll bless. Me, Victor, Oscar, and Red Boy over there.
All right. Agronak.
That's level 2.
He's gonna keep on running.
Which direction?
10, 15,
Mm-hmm.
20, 25. Is this an alleyway?
That's just a way to go down and escape if you want. If you
Okay,
want to
Agronak
keep
just
running.
fucking dipped.
30.
Everyone sees
That's
his
30, yeah.
ladder, and then you
Yep,
just see
that's
him.
30.
Nope.
Oh, I forgot to do the damage for you, Agronak. You were in
In
the
about
crowd,
like 10
right?
minutes, Agronak's gonna turn around like, oh guys,
Yeah,
they
I
probably
was
made it.
leaving the crowd there.
What's your AC?
17.
You would take 25 points of damage. That last turn.
Sweet.
Yep.
Okay. Once I get here,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to use another Moxie point to dash. Question. If I use a Moxie to dash, and I still have an action, can I use that action to dash again?
Yeah, you can dash 3 times.
Nice.
Jesus.
Double
Christ.
dash.
It's like a monk thing, but you know, since your
Better?
class,
Yeah.
well, since your class is based on a monk, it's the same thing. Okay, so
Gotta go fast.
you're just gonna keep running
Gotta go
as far as away and from people. Southwards.
Yes.
Okay. This is an alleyway right here that you would see, and same with this.
Yeah. Let's go back real quick.
Okay.
And we'll run towards there. I'm using a Moxie and my action to dash here.
Yep.
Let us know when you get, back to another country, and then we'll meet up.
Okay.
Alrighty.
All right. If you're finished moving, let me know.
He gave you a thumbs up.
Yes.
All right, fantastic. Victor, it's your turn now.
I am going to, I guess, run through. Am I in the crowd? The part of the crowd that's kneeled down?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I feel like I'm kind of on the edge. So I'm not sure. Okay,
I just Logi'd everybody. Oh.
that's pretty cool. Alright,
I said kneel.
alright.
What if Drake action standing up? I would not kneel to you. There's always people like you.
Alright, I was here. I'm gonna go.
Funny, because that would technically mean I'm dating my.
You're dating who?
You're technically Chris Hemsworth.
I mean, sorta. Alright.
It would be something that people would probably do.
I can't like run diagonally, but this is 20 feet of.
Okay.
Alright. I am going to glare at Zayan since she glared at me for trying to help her as I run past over
10.
here.
That's 25 feet of movement.
Okay.
Yep.
That just said 20 when you measured it.
Well, yeah, but it doesn't take into account for difficult terrain that
Oh.
for people.
I have 40 feet of movement, so.
Yeah.
And then, is the ladder still down?
Nope.
No.
Hello?
Wow, I can
I
feel.
just picture-
I can feel the tense atmosphere right now.
I am here for the ladder.
I love the ladder. I love the ladders, and I just like I imagine just like Inspira and Moogly just looking at each other.
All right.
Well, wait for a ladder that will hopefully arrive.
Okay. Next is Oscar.
Okay, seeing Victor and Zan getting out and part of the mob stopping and Mish standing there, Oscar's gonna turn out and grab his hand and say, "Let's do this!"
Both fall back into the portal.
Okay.
I had my eyes on when the ladder was first getting waved, so it'd be over here.
Right over here, right?
You know,
Where were you-
I waved the ladder literally like pretty much where she's at.
Yeah.
Okay, then there.
Okay. I'll move you guys.
'Kay.
Boom. All right. Flash of light. You guys disappear. Reappear there. And-
Well, Inspira, how have you been?
Busy. How have you guys been?
Terrible, as you can see.
Yeah,
I
let's,
think someone jammed a penknife in my rib, and Oscar's gonna take the dodge action.
Okay.
So crazy.
All right.
let's worry about saving the rest of the group, shall we?
Yeah. Because at the end of your guys' turn, it's the mob's turn. The mob. 10. 5. 10. God, this is crazy. So many.
I'm getting Dawn of the Dead flashbacks.
Yeah, that's what it kind of feels like, right? Like this many people.
Come on, let's cut loose. Let's kill them all.
The ones at the bottom are still charmed.
Are they?
Yeah, until my turn. To the end of my next turn.
Oh. So the ones at the bottom and the top.
The ones that failed, pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. I think they were right here. Guess I'll just move these guys back. There. Happy?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, Victor and Jan, I need your ACs for both of you.
17.
Oh no.
What's your AC?
My AC is currently 17.
16 and 17. Okay. And Jan has that many.
Yeah, let me know if any of these are ranged attack.
Nope. Well,
Or fire.
there might be some like rocks being thrown and stuff like that, but there's you're gonna take 37 points of damage,
Ooh.
Dan. Just
Ooh.
instantly. And Victor, you're gonna take 16 AC. You're gonna take 30 points of damage.
Ouch.
Ouch is right.
Man, I feel like I should have made them hit harder.
Why?
Well, because then you guys would it would be more dangerous.
I
And
mean,
then
that was
you
half
get-
my health.
And then you get mad when we say that you're trying to kill ourselves.
Not kill you guys, just maim.
Oh.
Michelle, it's your turn.
Well, Zan, would you like some help?
And Zan's like Zan gets away, and behind is like a bunch of people that like climb onto her, like pull her back into them, and like Zan's trying to like push them away and off of her.
Oh no.
And same with you, Victor.
I am gonna use my bonus action to healing word.
Okay.
You're doing
Yeah.
fine.
You're doing fine over there. Here's some HP.
You got 10 more rounds. Don't worry.
Yeah. Even though I can't inspire as an action, can I inspire as an action?
Oh, you
'Cause I have
mean
nothing
because it's
to
a
do for
bonus
my
action
action.
only, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I always allow bonus action to action, but I don't allow action
Okay.
to bonus action.
You can see a thumbs up from the crowd.
You're doing good there, Zan.
Oh no.
All right. Nemesis, it's your turn.
Alright, and Spirit looks around. She's like, Moogly, you set this ladder over here as she comes over.
Alright. Just gonna.
And Inspira like points down, like directly down below her. She yells, "Victor, Zan, remember this point and run!" And then she's gonna cast darkness, right on the crowd.
Oh.
Oh, okay. So Nemesis like runs over to the like edge of the balcony that she's at.
Yeah.
And she goes, "Remember this point," and then as Moogly starts bringing the ladder over, and then you guys see everything fade to black.
And then you hear Moogly fall over.
So I can't.
I'm basically casting it far enough away that it's not blocking us up here, but it's blocking down there,
Okay.
like obscuring the vision of the crowd.
All right. So now it's like it's dark outside.
That's pitch black. You can't see anything.
It's pitch black. You cannot see anything. But that also means they can't see you.
Oh.
So now they have
don't need to
disadvantage on
see
all
me,
their
they just need to
strikes
feel me.
against you.
I mean, how
It's
they
a
not know
20-foot
that's
radius,
another one of
right?
Yeah, sphere radius. Every night.
It's a 15-foot radius.
15-foot radius.
I don't see you. I feel you.
So if
So
you
like this.
so having
Yeah.
dark vision wouldn't help.
No,
No,
this is
no.
magical darkness. And no source of light can light this area unless it's a
Good thing I didn't prepare that spell.
like a daylight spell.
Yeah,
Alright.
non-magical light can't illuminate it.
Yep.
And then light, basically a light spell created of 3rd level and higher will dispel it,
All right.
which none of these fuckers seem to have. So,
Nope.
and yeah, that was my action. And
Okay.
that's my turn. I guess I'll step out of the way so that okay.
All right.
Alright.
Next person will be Moogly. Moogly's gonna
Moogly's
run.
gonna tumble forward, fall over a bit, then settle the ladder like it is canon.
Okay.
Alright. Zen is going to try to break out of the crowd, cast Freedom of Movement on herself.
So
And
would you like
then-
to cast it first?
Yes. And then, with my concussion, try to find where she was pointing while I was getting beaten.
Oh my god.
Or to roll a perception check or something, Pete?
Just give me an intelligence, just straight intelligence.
Straight intelligence. Okay, one sec. Let me see if I
I'll
have
say
disadvantage.
investigation. Sorry.
Okay, well, I still have disadvantage on that. Alrighty.
Yeah, because you actually are suffering from a concussion still.
Would you like inspiration?
Yes, roll it for me, buddy. And let me bless my... No, I can't. Yes, I can. No, I can't. That's guidance. 16.
Thanks for that, story, Dylan.
Just
Alright.
fighting with himself. Smeagol.
As you cast Freedom of Movement, you barely manage to bring your hand free to cast it on yourself, and then you feel the hands kind of slip off of you. As you rush away from them, you inadvertently just kind of like run into what looks
The
like your hand feels one of the rungs of the ladder, like your hand like runs into it, and it hurts, but you know it's right there. So you can move one down or two down. You know exactly where the ladder is.
Okay, I'm gonna climb halfway up and then just yell for Victor and stick my hand out so I can help him up faster when he gets here.
Okay, cool. So you're only halfway up the ladder. Got it.
Yeah. Victor!
All right, Agronak. Go to see what you're doing. As a group of the mob has kind of splintered off, following you. What are you doing?
Oh God.
If you
Aggie
guys
with
want
his
to
own
see, you guys
adventure.
can look at the stream. It's basically.
Thanks, Agronak.
Nice job, dirty
Keep
Nally.
going.
Punch him out.
All right.
Okay. Is that it, Aggie? Is
I'm
that
just
it?
imagining.
Yeah,
a-
he's just moving.
I'm just imagining a Scooby-Doo scenario with Agronak just running back and forth in alleys with all the crowd following after him.
All right, Agronak.
Harlem Globetrotter 2 pops out every now and then.
Yeah.
I'll use my action to dash. Because I'm just running at this point.
Okay. Move yourself as far as you can, and then we'll go to Victor.
All right.
You go down or up, from what you see.
Up.
Okay.
All right. That's it. That's all.
All right. Next we have Victor.
Okay. So I will go towards Zan's voice.
Okay.
And I guess climb the ladder, get on the ladder.
Okay.
It seems like Zan's kind of halfway up the ladder. Is that right?
Yeah, I was like holding like a help action, like makes sense.
You could give me a investigation check with advantage because Zan's screaming for you.
Yeah. And it was.
I swear,
Very
you
close.
somehow break this ladder trying to be stupidly helpful, Zan.
Okay. Yeah. I'll say you know where Zan's voice comes from.
I feel my hand slapping. Ah, Victor, grab it!
Oh my god! Why did you hit me?
I'm so sorry.
Domestic abuse.
How do
You hear from Michelle?
Okay.
Somehow he saw it in the magical darkness.
So I'll
Heard.
say, since technically you can't hold movement, this is all kind of part of one fluid movement. It's supposed to be. So if you guys want, you guys can get onto the top of the ladder.
Yes.
You can hold movement. You hold the.
You can't hold movement.
Yeah, you can.
You can only hold an action.
I can ready my dash action.
That's true, but you already used your action.
Gotcha.
You already used your action.
I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about Victor. He
Oh,
hasn't used
well,
his
yeah,
action.
but I'm saying since this is supposed to be all like one fluid movement, I'll say both of you guys can move up. Is what I'm trying to say.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was trying to be generous. Don't bitch at me when I'm trying to be generous. All right.
Yeah. That's what frustrates me about combat sometimes is that
The
only
rules
one,
aren't perfect.
one thing can happen
Yeah.
at a time, where in real life several things would be happening at
It-
the same time.
It's all happening at the same time per round. It's just a round is only 6 seconds long, and everyone has to have like a order. So it's weird.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
think there's a better way. I'm just that frustrates me sometimes. That
Yeah.
technically we can't do
Who
two
is
things at
freaking
once.
out over there? What are you doing, though?
Okay, let's
I'm
get
not
up.
super glue somewhere.
All right.
I'm up. All right.
Could you imagine moving 30, like, oh, I don't know, picture this after all. Could you imagine moving 30 feet in 6 seconds, though? Like, that shit's
That's not that bad.
It's 100. Well, like, it's not like you're running a 100-meter dash. You know, 30 feet is
Yeah,
definitely
but,
doable.
like, 30 feet and also beating someone, like, 2 or 3 times.
Well, it's more like
and
you
also-
running and then slashing and attacking and like running up to someone to donkey punch them in the back of the head. All right, like think about it that way.
Yeah, but but even imagine like mobile monk just like running around like punch, punch, punch,
That's true.
like as you're going on. Oh, it's wild.
All right. Next we have Oscar.
Okay. Well, everyone's up here. Is the ladder still hanging off the building, or is it pulled up?
It is
Still
not.
dead.
It's not pulled up.
Yeah, neither of us
Okay.
pulled it up, so I guess
In that
it's-
case, Oscar's gonna rush over here and grab the ladder and start trying to haul it up out of the crowd.
Okay.
Don't break it. That's my ladder.
Ow. I'd rather break it than we die.
As you feel some resistance to it, I need you to give me an athletics check.
Okay, and I'm not raging because I didn't take damage last round.
Nope.
Sorry, I should have punched you.
I'm going to use my luck stone.
All right.
Reroll that.
All right. As you're pulling up on the ladder and you feel there's still resistance. I'll say that was a bonus action. If you want to give me one more, but this
Okay.
has a disadvantage for some reason.
Oh. Great.
Okay.
Another 13.
Those 13s. So lucky.
Okay, so as you lift it up, you hear crack, crack, crack as you feel it come free, and you realize 3 of the rungs in the ladder just snapped from your force of trying to pull it up. You pulled it up, but
I got you most of your ladder, Michelle.
Cheaply made
Fuck.
IKEA ass ladder.
all right.
Rude to IKEA.
And next is the group of people. I'm gonna just move them as a mass. Oh, that's a big one. Yeah, there we go. Oh my god.
Oh God.
That is terrifying. I almost choked on the sunflower seed in my mouth. I moved it myself, and then I saw it on the street. I was like, oh, shit.
I just scared myself.
It does look scary, I gotta say.
Yeah. As they get to the balcony, everyone feels the balcony shake as you realize the people on the bottom are grabbing whatever rung is like supporting the balcony and shaking it, trying to break it down. Okay. And now we have Nemesis. What are you doing?
Wait, I think it's Misha's turn.
Oh yeah, Michelle. Sorry.
I go to take my hand over to Oscar to take my ladder back, but as I feel the balcony start shaking, we kind of need to go. Goodbye. And I start running. Is this like a catwalk?
Yeah, it's like the wooden balcony that you guys are on has been like hand built and been attached to this like part of this like wooden, the stone kind of bridgeway.
Okay. I'm gonna get to about here, and as I look back at everyone, I look at everyone. Wait, where's Aggie? Aggie, where are you?
All right.
Here, in your head.
So Agonaki would hear that voice in your head, and now it's Nemesis' turn.
Is that you, Conscience?
She's and Spirit just kind of looks around. She's like, "Yep, running time," and she is gonna eat herself out of here. Let me just double check her. Oh, everything says that. Oh, 45 feet. Oh. Naruto runs over there. Pete, is there? I don't see any not possessed people. Like I don't see people like with like projectiles or anything. Like, do I see any other threats other than just the mob of people?
In the distance, give me a perception check.
All right, do that. That's
You would, in the distance, you would see mechanical guards being, starting to slowly close in. This area has been initially cleared of them, and then it seems like they're moving in on this area right now.
We got some of those clockwork guys. We gotta get out of here.
Okay.
Not close enough that I could shoot one with an arrow just as a fuck you?
No.
Okay. Just wanted to check. Yeah, that's my turn.
All right. Moogly's turn. Then what do you want Moogly to do?
Moogly's gonna look over to Victor, see he's injured, and be like, "Oh, sweetheart, probably shouldn't have run into that crowd. You're not as big as me." And then he's gonna give him a level 3 cure wounds.
Yeah.
And then book it the fuck out of there.
All right.
What does the cure wounds do?
Heals
It-
for that
Wow,
was
that was
13
shit.
points. 13 points.
Oh, yeah.
Because I can see it. Everything they do is whispered rolls.
Oh, okay.
Oh, my bad. I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
Yeah.
No, that's fine.
So it actually went through. Don't worry. Okay.
Just spam click it.
Zan,
Thank
it's
you,
your turn.
I guess. Kind of insulting.
Alright.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Oscar. Bye.
See ya.
Okay,
Alrighty.
bye.
Dash. Wait. 50,
Wow, pushy.
55, 6. Just hurry the fuck up. And on the way past, Michelle, did you get injured?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, I'll just healing word you. There you
Okay.
go.
And now we
Thank you.
have
Hey, I'm at 69 HP.
nice.
Nice.
Nice. All right. Agronak, it's your turn. You who have run off into the alleyway yourself.
Yes. So I hear Michelle's voice in my head say, "Aggie, where are you?" Do I think that back?
You could.
I think I'd answer out loud, but like, would that
I'll say yeah. That carries over.
go back to him?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm in an alleyway somewhere here. Where are you?
Oh, no.
Guys,
And
Aggie's
he's gonna.
He's a legendary hero. He'll be fine.
A legendary hero.
And Spirit tries to ignore like every single like fight that she witnessed Agronak have in the arena that did not result in him winning.
All right.
Seems like this is the street.
Bonus action. Moxie. 2, 1, 2, 3.
By the way, Duke, I just want you
Yep.
to know what you see when you're back here, okay? This is just further away.
In the alleys.
This is further away. You're just kind of leaving. This up here is the street, like, and you could hear footsteps and stuff in that direction.
Okay. Before I exit the alley,
Okay.
I'd like to use my action to touch my tattoo and turn invisible.
Ooh, got it. All right.
Nice.
Don't like doing it, but I got bad guy perks, and that's kind of cool. And I step out there.
Okay. Move yourself. See what you see.
Gave him the old switcheroo. What is this to my left?
I don't know where you are. Can you like stop moving? That's a lantern. If you're right there, that's a lantern.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Smash it.
Aggie, smash! That'll be my move.
Okay. And next we have Victor.
Okay. Dashing. I wish we could go diagonally.
You could do 1-2 real quick with your keyboard, like left to right, right left.
Like that?
Yeah. Okay.
And I lost it.
I just use directional arrows.
I was, but like.
Wait, does WASD work? Nope.
Okay. I'll just end up here. This is
Okay.
where I should be, so.
Got it. Oscar.
Okay, everyone's running off, so Oscar's doing the same. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65. Oh, turn order things in the way. 65, 70.
All right. All right. So this
Yeah.
is where I'm going to break it out of the map because, well, you guys are relatively in safety, but not fully. I'm gonna describe what's going on, and we're gonna go kind of like fluid combat. All right.
Mhm.
So as you guys are running away on this elevated stone bridge that connects from part of one building to another, and there's a few buildings connected to it. It's a walkway. You guys notice that the mob below is chasing you, and as they're following you, you realize the bridge only leads to two different paths when you're in this corner. It leads to what looks like a spiral tower, maybe like an old guard tower that has been converted to something else because you don't see any like human guards around or gnomish guards around. And the other one, it looks like a small like elevated restaurant where it goes to a there's like seating areas for people to eat even up in this walkway. Yeah, so you guys can choose how you guys want to run in that direction for the people up here. As for
How did I get up here originally? Would I have gone past either of these things?
you would have come up using the restaurant because it was an easy access way. There's also a stairway down to the streets, but if you go down that way, you know, the mob is right there. So, and they're probably going to be trying to come up from that direction. So you guys could choose whatever one you want to do. Just let me know, and then we'll go from there.
I'm thinking the tower. That stone's gonna hold them off, and we can block them in a doorway.
But then we're stuck in there.
Yeah.
Moogly, by chance, do you have any way to make me fly?
You guys have less than 6 seconds at this point to make your decision before they start coming up.
Restaurant. We should go to the restaurant.
I'm
Break
following.
break through the...
It's just wood. I break that all the time.
We're
Yeah,
not
there's-
staying.
there's-
Let's go.
Okay.
Boogly says she can throw you.
Oh shit.
All right.
Michelle, can you cast teleportation circle if we hide up in that tower?
I need a full minute.
We can buy that.
Aggie's not here, as well as if we do, we're leaving Mox. Wait, no, we're not. Haha.
Okay.
So where are we heading?
I need a
Spira,
group.
make the choice.
I was going to the restaurant, but if you think this tower's a bad idea, or a good idea, it's your fault if this fails.
I'll take responsibility.
Bye.
Bye.
So you guys are going to the tower?
Yeah.
You guys
Yeah.
rush all of you rush over to the tower on the Dagonak. The door is a old iron rod door, or iron reinforced door. You can see it's kind of partially rusted. Who's gonna try to open it?
On this
Oscar's
one.
hammering at a hinge.
Okay.
Use your
Yes.
face, Oscar.
So Oscar, you like rush up to it and like shoulder check it,
Break
try
it
to like
down.
open it.
Reckless great weapon master
Just-
the hinges.
Oh my god. Okay.
That door's going down. We're getting in.
All right. Give me your attack.
Already.
Hey, Oscar, isn't that counterintuitive? Oh, wait.
Inspira is just glaring at either Xan or Moogly.
Wait,
whoever's
that's not
gonna
right.
take
Oh,
responsibility.
plus 10. So, 18.
18. All right.
That's my literal lowest roll.
As your hammer hits a door, it splinters the wood that hits it. It doesn't actually. It like kind of bends some of the iron, but you could see that it's damaged the door enough that the locks don't work anymore, and it just kind of like swings open from that force. You guys see
Charge
inside.
inside.
Yep. As you guys enter in, it's a small like resting area. It looks like. It looks like it has been not in use for a while, and it's been more like storage of old, unused gear. You find some like breastplates and stuff like that you would see still like just laying about. But you quickly turn and try to slam close the door, only that the locks are broken.
Well, Oscar, I'm glad you're sacrificing yourself to stay behind to buy us some time.
So there's a step.
Whatever. I'm grabbing armor and throwing it against the door to try and like make a
Yeah,
barricade.
you're just like pulling as much stuff and pushing it against the door.
There's a crate, barrels, armor, whatever.
Start that circle, Michelle.
I'm first going to send a message to Aggie. Aggie, do you need me to come get you, or are you okay? We're headed back.
Back where?
Oh no.
While this is happening, Moogly cast Beacon of Hope and then Cure Mass Wound.
Okay.
Oh nice.
So everybody gets max, whatever the
So
heal
all
is.
you say is back where?
Yeah, that's all he said.
Okay. Fuck, Aggie's
Aggie's
talking, guys.
Aggie's not the most learned when it comes to spells and how magic really works.
24 HP for everybody.
So he figures like you can
Nice.
just do this now.
Oh my god. So Michelle's gonna start the circle at this point in time, just cursing under his breath. God damn, Aggie.
So, Agronak, we're gonna go to you while these guys are trying to barricade themselves. All right. First thing is, you are, as you make your way over into this like street, you can see the mobs are slowly gravitating towards where the larger group of people are. What are you doing?
That's ahead of me. Still invisible, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
What's that going on?
You give me a stealth check. By the way, with advantage.
With advantage?
Yeah, because you're invisible.
Yeah.
Okay. They don't seem to notice you.
Okay. So this covered awning here. I'm gonna be that nitpicking dude.
Okay. We're not using the map anymore, but yeah, there are a few awnings and stuff like that. Like, you know, the maps we're not using, but yeah.
Let me not go that way. I'm gonna take a right.
A right. So
Yeah.
as you take a right, you
And there's another mob there.
Yeah,
Wow. Okay.
the mobs are moving left. So you see that they're moving west towards where the greater group of mobs were. So are you gonna try to like move around them? You can. Or you can wait till they pass. And like I said, we're not using the map, so don't worry about it. Just use your, imagination.
I'll wait till they pass in like the alley here.
Okay. Okay. It doesn't take too long, as they seem to kind of be in a rush now, and they pass, and you're free to make a right. The streets look clear, but in the distance you could see what looks like mechanical guards coming your way.
Well, I still have it. I'm gonna try. Is there some way around this block, if you would, that gets towards where we were headed?
Yeah, you could just try to continue going north, because that's the direction you guys were headed.
Yes.
Okay.
I'd like to do that.
So you're gonna try to avoid people, go from alleyway to alleyway and head north, right? Like the mission's still
Yeah.
on for you, basically.
Danger's not as immense now.
Okay. Alright, then while you do that, I'm gonna go to everyone else and just kinda let them do their thing. Because you're probably not gonna get
Yeah.
caught, because you're leaving before the clockwork guards get here. The mobs can't see you while you're invisible for an hour, so yeah. It's gonna be pretty easy moving your way through this part. So you go north, leaving behind your friends, but knowing that there's a mission at hand that you need to do. While that's going on, Zan, Oscar, Michelle, and Spira and Victor, that is accompanied by Moogly. Oscar, the broken, the door that's mostly like kind of bent in and the lock's not working, it still hits against the hinges. However, it's easy to open, so you start throwing boxes and whatever you can see into the doorway, like you said.
Yeah, just trying to make some kind of a barricade.
Yeah, and as you do, you hear the group of people coming up and around to where the door is, and they start pushing and shoving their way, trying to shove their
push
way.
back.
Yep. So, Oscar, you're trying to shove back, keep the door closed. Moogly puts her weight behind on the blockade. What is everyone else doing? There's a spiral stairway up, and a spiral stairway down.
Pete, is there like a part of the door, like how tall is this door?
The door is made for.
Walking.
It was easier for Oscar to walk through than like Moogly would be. Like most of you guys would have to just kind of watch your head just a bit. Moogly had to like definitely duck underneath.
How wide is like the space from where the door is to like the nearest wall?
I want to say 10 feet.
Beautiful. I'm gonna use my action to pull off a 10-foot pole from the robe
God.
of useful items and try and wedge it between the door and the wall
Okay.
to help out.
Okay. So like where the handle is, like that area, you try to like,
Yeah.
what kind of
'Cause I'm
does it specify what kind of pole?
I'm pretty sure it's
It
a wood
literally
pole.
says 10-foot pole.
Okay.
It's a classic dungeon crawl item. If it looks like they need more reinforcements, I'll rip off another one. and put it on there, too.
Okay.
While staring at Michelle as I do
Every
it.
time I hear the rip, I just wince a bit and just
Okay. So you
Better draw that spell circle faster.
pull the rod, place it against the door handle and the wall. You have to kind of like scrape it against the wall side to like get it to fit right. They're still pushing, but you can also
you pull
see
one more patch and I will stop this teleportation circle.
you can see the rod starting to bend right now. Even with Oscar pushing back, Oscar, I'm not asking for an athletics check or anything like that, or strength check, same from Oscar and Moogly, because I know your scores. We're just gonna go off that and go off all the people that are just kind of putting their weight against the door right now. So,
All right. Well, I'll put my weight against the door.
okay, Victor, you start. You could see that through the damaged parts of the wood that Oscar caused too. Actually, there are like people trying to like reach it and try to like move things out of the way if possible.
I'm gonna slap their hands away.
Okay. So Michelle, what is Michelle and Zan doing? Well, everyone else is kind of, keeping the
Is there
door
like a
open.
bucket around me right now, or like a container?
You give me an investigation check to search the area for.
If I can't see an immediate one, I'm just.
Okay. Well, you could give me an investigation check first,
All right, cool.
and we'll go from there.
9.
9. I'm gonna roll. If I roll lower, you're gonna find it. Okay. Yeah, you find a wooden bucket.
Cool. I grab it, cast create water, make 10 gallons of water, splash the door, and then freeze it.
Ooh.
That's fun.
Ooh.
Okay.
And then I'll guidance at Michelle. Fucking
I'll,
do it faster!
I'll help you with the freezing by ray of frosting.
Oh,
Okay. So like, Zed, you cast create water. You're pouring holding the bucket so it like starts splashing around, and as it's splashing off onto the door, you're freezing it in place around the hinges and stuff, trying to keep it held shut and tighter.
yeah.
Okay.
Pew!
Shit. I wasn't expecting that. Some good stuff. I like it. Okay, you're gonna do that. What is Michelle doing?
I'm doing teleportation circle this entire time.
How long does it take?
1 minute,
Okay.
10 rounds.
Since it's 1 minute, I'm going to roll now, comparing you guys to them, 10 times. If
Oscar,
you guys,
grow those vines on the door, you fucker.
if you guys fail,
There need to be plants there already.
if you guys fail, 3 times, the door will break. You guys will have to figure something out. like I said, there's a stairway up and down, but most of you guys are focused on the door, reinforcing the door.
If
I have
it's starting to-
modifier to do it.
you said like describing this area, you said like it's this room and there's stairs up, there's stairs down,
Mhm.
and it's about 10 feet from the door to the wall. If it looks like it's gonna get out, and Spirit is like, guys, we can start going up the stairs. Misha's gonna be pissed, but he said he stopped drawing the circle if I ripped off another patch. I can just throw down a pit to make it so that there's to like separate us this floor from the stairs.
Do you want to get out? Because I'll
Start-
stop it.
Listen, you keep drawing and I won't have to do it.
I'll just take out part of the stairs. Then they can't come up.
And Pete, if I see the doors giving out, I'm gonna cast Blade Barrier all around us.
Oh.
Okay. But let's start doing these. I'm gonna start rolling on my end. I need all of you guys to roll. No advantage. You guys aren't helping one person. You guys all roll.
What are we
Does
rolling?
Mobley get advantage for the powerful builder now?
What are we rolling?
No. Since there's so many people, like it's basically all of you guys versus all the people that are putting their weight against the door.
Is it strength?
Yes, just flat strength.
Good thing I'm not doing this.
Strength saving or just a strength roll?
Just strength roll. Everyone but Michelle and Agronach.
Wow, I guess I'm stronger than Oscar.
Mobley rolls. Fucking Ian.
I'm not a strength build. I don't know what you want from me.
I'm
This
trying.
is why I didn't want to come
Ugh.
here.
Okay, so as you guys are putting your weight against it, beat it, didn't beat it, and beat it. So as you guys are, putting your weight against the door itself is starting to, like, the ice is starting to crack. The door's getting pushed in. They do it again. Everyone once more, please. I'll only do.
Aw.
I'll only do 5 of these then instead of 10. 'Cause that looks like it's gonna be too long. 6, 11, 11, 4. Okay.
And 17.
The most amazing rolls ever.
Damn. Why are we so weak?
All right. As this is happening again, the bar itself is starting to bend, and you could hear it kind of scrape against the wall on the inside that where you wedged it to, Inspira, as it's about to like either bend and break, or not break, but like bend out of shape, or like scrape off the wall. What is everyone doing at this point? You guys failed 2 out of 5. One more, and you guys are
I'm preparing to cast Blade Barrier.
okay.
Inspira's got her hand on the patch. She's like, you guys, she's like, get to the damn stairs.
How long has it been?
Not long enough.
Not long enough.
12
Okay.
seconds.
Yeah, I'll say like 20 seconds.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna keep holding
Okay.
for now.
Start running up the stairs. I'll hold it as long as I can.
All right. Victor, Oscar, you guys are trying to hold the door.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'll stand back and just begin to get Blade Barrier ready.
All right.
And Oscar's gonna rage and start trying to shove all the harder.
All right. Victor, Oscar, give
I'll
me
guide Oscar as well.
Oh,
I can't do both. Never mind.
strength checks from both of you.
Okay.
Ooh.
Nice. Not bad. Moogly too, or no? What do you want her to do, Pete?
I'm rolling them for Moogly.
Oh,
That's why you hear like all the dice that I'm rolling. If you guys hear it at all. Okay.
Part of our
Man, if only we had a immovable rod, this would be so much easier.
Yeah. As
Yeah.
as you guys are trying to shove or keep the door closed, at this point, Oscar, Victor, and Moogly are holding them back. Zan, you're doing your thing. Michelle, you're still casting.
I'm about halfway there, guys.
Yep. Now we
Alright.
need to do 2 more contests. Is anyone
I'm
else
gonna
help?
guide the 3 of them.
Okay.
You do it.
Give me
Back in these.
Give me
I'll inspire Victor.
Oh.
Oh,
Ooh.
Ooh.
20, 25.
We found our
whatever.
strength.
not saved, Gia. Just trying to.
Oops. I mean,
Is it the same modifier for
No.
you, Victor?
Because he's
Oh.
Victor's a fighter.
Well, good thing
Oh,
I'm
even
super
better.
strong.
Oh.
Anyway.
Nice.
Yeah. So
Nice.
19, 23, and then
That's a 29 for Victor, actually.
26.
Guidance.
Oh, yeah. Okay, they're holding it
Nice.
back. They're holding the door back again.
So strong.
All right. One last
So
time,
many.
as there's more people now putting their weight on the door, and not only that, you hear them kind of like, working in as a group as they're like leaning back, pushing forward. One more check.
Hurry it up, Michelle!
I'm trying. As long as you're holding it, I can do this. And I'm gonna inspire Oscar.
I'm gonna guide all three of them again.
Okay.
Oh, God.
no! Oh no! Oscar, was that your check above? Yeah, that's 10. Okay.
Yep.
Oscar gets a 4.
Victor, save us.
No, Oscar gets a 10.
14 total.
Okay. Victor, I need you to roll strength.
10. Jesus.
Okay.
Sorry.
Decidedly mediocre.
Mowgli succeeds pretty well. Oscar, you fail, so this one is the them against Gia now, or Victor now. Victor, what did you roll together? That was a 10.
It was a 10.
I rolled an 11.
Oh.
All right. As the door, the door hinge itself from all the damage and all the pounding kind of gives out. You guys feel them starting to shove in. Michelle, you're just about to finish. What is everyone doing?
As everyone backs up, I cast Blade Barrier
Okay.
to block the door all the way around and leaving the staircase open for us to run if we need.
Perfect.
Can you click on
Oh,
Blade
yeah.
Barrier so I can see what it does?
Yeah, 1 second. Me.
That's one of
Clip
the
it.
few spells I don't see too often. So.
Yeah.
1 second. Description on. It's pretty much Wall of Fire, but with blades.
Ooh.
God. Will it blend?
Okay. So
Can't wait to
If-
watch Zan kill all these innocent people.
So if they touch it, they're going to die.
Pretty much.
Yeah. So you're casting it like, so they'll have to run into
It's
it
a
if anything.
C shape. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So like a concave shape, blocking.
hmm
Got it. You cast that. What is everyone else doing?
Running up the stairs.
You're running up the stairs.
I'm counting down how long I need.
You need like maybe one more turn just to finish it.
Okay, guys, I need like 7 or 8 seconds. Hurry.
Okay.
Running up the stairs, and I'll take a position like halfway up to try and stop someone chasing us.
Okay.
Spear's gonna
Right.
stand next to Michelle because he's almost done, and just like literally look at him with his patch, getting ready to rip it off, and she's like, "Hope your gamble's worth it."
And Ian, if only you have the door patch right now.
All right. I'm
That
going
would
to.
be
What
so
what
funny.
level is this spell, Dylan?
6.
6th level spell.
Yeah.
You hear. Blade of Walls won't hold your fans back as
Oh no.
Some-
Oh no, all these Blade of Walls.
Blade of
walls
Walls.
of blades. Sorry, he flubbed his line. That's all.
He said it, and he's like,
It's so
God
inherent.
damn
you
it.
know what I meant.
You heard
There's
me.
just like
You heard
there's
me.
a
all
peasant
right.
nearby, and he's like, "Well, actually, sir."
It's actually, but he fails.
Fails his what?
Ooh.
Dispel magic
Oh.
because he doesn't know what level this is, and I considered a level, and I cast it, and he fails. So the spell stays up, and as it stays up, you can hear him cursing under his breath. Michelle, your teleportation circle finishes. It comes to life as the rift opens in the middle of the circle.
And I just casually walk through. Oh my god. We're good. Oh.
All right, is everyone else
Look up. Oh shit! It's open. Start charging upstairs to run
Yeah.
through it.
okay?
Let's all get in there. So we do, I guess.
All right.
Yeah.
So you guys all rush into the teleportation circle. Where was the teleportation circle to, Tristan?
Back to the Dawn's secret hideout.
Okay, back to the hideout.
Great
So
question.
you go back. All right. I think this is a great time for a break, actually.
Agreed.
So I hope you guys are enjoying watching. We will take a 5 to 10 minute break, and we will be right back. Break time.
Yay.
Man, that got tight.
Yeah.
Hey, we didn't murder all the peasants.
No,
I
no.
was hoping someone's gonna insight check me on that.
What?
On if Inspira pulled the patch.
Oh,
If I
okay.
stopped it or not.
Yeah, no one inside checked you. Were you telling the truth?
Ian, you look so sleepy right now.
Yeah, I'm dying.
You'll never know.
Well, Ian, don't worry. Something exciting is probably gonna happen.
I'm very excited to stab someone when I get through the portal. It's gonna be great.
By the way, I thought Oscar was gonna be like, "Hey, I'm gonna shoulder check this door clean," because that's what I said. I was like, "So you're gonna shoulder check?" He's like, "Nope, I'm gonna hit it with a hammer." I was like, "Oh fuck," because that hammer is basically like a siege weapon. You know.
Yeah. Hey, I should pay to get some adamantine tips and auto crit when I hit objects that aren't magical.
Oh my god. But yeah, that got pretty hairy. You guys did well. You didn't take too much damage too. That invisibility helped to mitigate the damage.
Yeah.
I just divided it by half of what you guys are supposed to take running through it.
Thank God I was raging when that first round hit me. That would have been, what, 74 total, I think?
75
You
damage.
said it was 37?
Yep.
Yeah.
75
Yep.
damage. It was 37.5.
My HP is 74.
Yeah.
That one literally took me out.
I
Ouch.
relaxed on my modified mob rules because I wanted to create a map, and then I realized, man, that rule doesn't work for a map scenario. It works for a theater of the mind, though.
Mm-hmm.
So I modified it so it works for maps, and that's what I came up with. And
Yeah.
the invisibility stuff, you guys, reduced a lot of the damage. That was good, though. You guys did
Mhm.
really well.
I'm sad that a 15 damage broke my level 6 invisibility on
Mm.
5 people. I'm a little sad about that,
That
but that's
suck
how
or
the dice
save
works.
really sucked.
I'm just imagining Michelle, casting torrents of arcane power all over, and then just like a stray baguette hits his forehead and he loses the spell.
Oh, what the fuck
we
hit me?
We hate you, Michelle. Well, like that's basically what concentration is. Like even if even if the attack because when you take damage, I don't see that always as physical damage, slashes across your body, stuff like that. Like it's like you
It can be
avoiding
physical
it.
exertion.
Yeah, it's physical
Mhm.
exertion of you just like avoiding it, like rolling out of the way
How
or
much,
whatnot.
how much can you dodge before you actually take a fatal blow?
Yes,
Mhm.
and that's where it comes from, and because that's where it comes from, like spellcasters have to have things doing, muttering words, moving their hands in specific ways, and if that's interrupted, too much, then the spell drops, and that's why that's
Mhm.
basically what concentration is. That's all it is, or
Or
just the
rocks
mental
too much and then just lose concentration.
Yeah, that's all.
It doesn't have to be damage.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm gonna be right back while we're on break.
Those of you watching, if you guys are enjoying it, if you all are enjoying it, then follow us, like and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. Is this creepy? Probably.
A little.
Yeah, I know. All right, enough of that. Even I'm getting creeped out because I have it so I could hear my voice, like as I'm saying it. So. Yeah. Agranak is gonna go through with it on his own. Let's see what happens to him.
It's exciting.
I'm gonna send more messages and be like, where the fuck did you go?
When Drake...
Don't you have to see for a message, or are you doing sending?
Sending, sorry. Same difference. I don't even have message, so.
What are you saying?
Oh, when Drake messed up his line, it reminded me of one of the first times they did Riddle Me Piss on Grim Bam, and the riddle was something like, I run, it runs. I walk, it runs. What it? And they
What
were like,
it?
I imagine I went to a wizard to get his magical orb to heal my wife, but he's at the top of the mountain, and he says, I run, it runs. I walk, it runs. What it? Oh man, I messed up my riddle. What it?
I'm wondering what you guys thought of that, and anyone that's watching, I guess. What do you guys think of that little "don't hurt people, run away" scenario?
It was exciting. I was a bit nervous.
I wish I took compulsion.
I wish you would have let me carry you out of the crowd.
Damn it, Victor.
I don't understand how that's against helm.
You're literally supposed to die before you injure anybody.
I wasn't injuring anybody.
Well, you're literally supposed to be the last person on the ship.
I was saving you. How is that not?
But Oscar and Michelle were still there. There was a chance they could have died or gotten injured.
They're
Man.
Dimension Door.
Zan's
Yeah, they could have been canceled.
Oh my god.
Zan's character flaw is like begging to just be killed.
Kill me, daddy.
Oh
Ew.
god, that's weird.
A puppy helm, take me.
Weird.
Oh, that reminds me. I have to make a meme. One sec.
I have to make a meme one sec.
Yeah, because I thought of the idea when Questionable Role Models fucking tweeted one time, and I'm like, oh, this would be perfect.
Yeah, give me your memes to tweet.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys, yeah. Duke, what you think? I mean, you ran away in a different direction, so it wasn't like super dangerous for
Oh,
you.
yeah.
It literally, if you guys just ran into the alleyways and ran away, I would be like, well, you guys lose the crowd.
Yeah, that was my plan.
Yeah.
And then we all turned invisible, so.
I found the riddle. I'm putting it in
Not
general
even that.
crowd. You can watch the video.
What it?
Yeah.
I love it so much.
Duke, what you think so far?
I'm excited. Because first time Aggie's been in a city where all eyes were on him. Very different atmosphere, because they seem to want to harm him. But gotta go take down the Clockwork Dragon.
Yeah,
Still gotta do that.
the geared scales. All right. Is everyone back?
Looks like
I don't think Toby's gonna make it tonight.
Okay.
I know they had a rough night at work, but you hereby control Rowan because you know the control. Be grumpy and be gay.
Okay. Oh, okay. Cool. So Toby won't be joining us. That's fine. I'm gonna have her. I'm gonna have him written out of the rest of the thing, doing their thing with Dimitri. for a bit.
Dimitri stuff.
Yeah. So,
Dimitri stuff.
all right. Okay, so we are. Let's go back to the Mercurial music. There we go. We are back. So, let's go do. Let's do the role playing of what everyone else is doing while Agranak is sneaking and skulking around.
Well, guys,
That worked.
barely.
Barely.
That was a disaster.
Well, at least we're
That
not still
was-
out there running.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mhm.
it worked.
Aggie's still somewhere out there.
Exactly. We're separated from him, and we caged ourselves like rats. Incredibly cowardly.
We were caged
And
in the
before-
cities.
And before
mean-
someone counters me by saying running away is cowardly, that was a tactical retreat. We might have been advancing.
We were advancing towards more crowds of people.
No, they were all corralled there. I saw the guards. We were in the clear.
That wasn't
I
the
mean-
entire. We don't know who else he had controlled.
Yeah.
Drake doesn't seem like he thinks that far ahead. I mean, like, would agree. Probably better than the majority of us, but I mean, you heard him flub that line. Like, there's not that.
Yeah.
I mean, he's
I mean,
not
I've had
acting-
literally no magical education formally, and I even knew that. So
All the
yeah.
city guards were after us too, so
Yeah.
Hmm.
We would have been fine.
No.
I don't think so.
No, we
you
wouldn't
escaped
have.
easily.
By the way-
Michelle escaped easily. We're not that tactical and dexterous as you.
I mean, it'd
Definitely
be a
not
lot
that.
easier if we could just, kill them all. But, that'd be kind of
Yeah,
messed
not
up.
really an option.
Yeah.
Definitely
Zan.
thought I was going to witness this be
Have
blended
you
by a
dropped
cleric
your
paladin, but-
your wall of blades?
Oh God.
It, yeah. As we went through the teleportation circle.
Okay.
I mean, if they want to walk into it, that's their problem at that point. But I doubt Drake would tell them to do that.
Yeah, lose a fan. He doesn't sound like that kind of.
No.
Yeah,
I
that's the
do
only
want
way
to point
he can...
something out.
What?
I don't know if anyone noticed that, but when we first saw him and he kind of like vanished into the crowd,
Yeah.
I kind of noticed that parts of his body was kind of like I don't know how to really explain it. He
Ugly?
I don't think he was him. I think it was an illusion.
Like what
I-
you did earlier on the stage.
Kind of, yeah. I saw some of his like body parts not fully go into the crowd. Like I saw one of his arms kind of pass through another arm, and
Oh.
kind of think it's an illusion.
So he is a vampire.
Could
Oh.
still be the Empire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not a good illusion.
Or maybe
either.
Maybe this entire time he's been an illusion. We never even met him at the auction. So he's not a vampire. He's just an illusion that's poofing around.
So he's probably still in the party house.
The party house?
The party house.
The party house.
You guys want to actually know the name? Because I said it multiple times.
The party house.
That's smart. Party house.
The Lightning Fortress of Doom.
By the party house, do you mean the place where we went for the party?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a house and we had a party.
The floating
Not-
one in the cloud.
Party house.
Okay, not the one that was the safe party house that wasn't actually safe.
No, not not to be
No.
confused with that party.
The
house.
other party house. Or
Also,
Mine
don't
was
the party
confuse it
house
with
that
the
we're
party
currently
boat,
in.
because the party boat was not a really fun party.
Guys, Agronac's out there.
It,
right
it was
now.
a murder party, so that's fun.
Maybe we should focus on. Can you send him something, a message, ask
Yeah.
where the hell he is?
I grab a copper wire. Aggie, this is important. You have 25 words. Where are you? Where are you headed?
I am still near where Drake was
This is coming in slowly, guys.
Going.
1 sec.
towards factory. Love you.
Aw.
Bye.
Wow, he did it in 13.
Damn.
Aggie's so
He
cute.
somehow snuck out and he's headed towards the factory.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
I mean, should we try and go there? I guess.
that wouldn't
Grab
be a
whatever
terrible
sup-
idea.
I
Grab
mean,
what
everyone's
supplies we need.
probably in that square right now, so.
Yeah.
Before we do anything in spirit, I
Yes.
feel like I owe you an apology, and I should probably listen to you more. So I am giving you bearings on this one. Tell me what to do.
I hadn't come up with a plan for this thing. I thought we were still going to be out in the city and meeting up with Agronac. So
Okay, well, put that brain to work. I'll put my god to work. We'll work it out.
All right.
two
While,
gods are better than one.
I'm gonna say,
Two
while
gods.
you guys think of a plan, let me talk to Duke. Do you guys want to be here and listen in on this, or do you
Of
guys?
course.
Okay.
I love Duke.
All right. So Duke,
Love you guys too.
Agronac, you're making your way, moving past, people, and making your way from one alleyway to another to get to the building that was described, the location that was described by Don Gigante. At this point, as you're walking, as you're making your way, I need you to give me a survival check to see if you got your bearings right. All right. Seems like you do. As you're making your way through what you remember Don telling you, you get to what looks like a large, kind of like a hangar building, you know? It takes up a lot, like a large lot that's been flattened. You can see stacks of supplies under, in one corner that's kind of sheltered from the weather. You could see another area where there are open workshops for like more manual labor stuff outside, and the hangar is partially this like kind of large hangar like facility. It's partially open, and you could hear a bunch of gnomes or a bunch of people talking on the inside from the inside. They're just arguing and bickering. You know, it's like, no, this isn't what they wanted. This is what they wanted, and you know, it's almost done. Stuff like that. That's what you can hear generically. What are you doing?
I can hear them bickering.
Mhm.
Yeah?
Mhm.
Okay. And like the hangar is open, you would say?
Yeah. The main large door that that kind of is on one side of the hangar is partially like open enough that people can walk through.
Let's go in there. Aggie's gonna go in.
Yeah. As you step through, you could see that there's 5 gnomes that have tools around their like belts. They have one of them has like this kind of welding mask partially up. Another one seems to just be joining them. And one thing you would notice instantly is a large like a massive creation behind them. It's it would probably stand close to like 20 some feet, maybe, tall, and it's not really standing. It's on the ground. It's kind of splayed out, so it looks unnatural, but that's just because that's how it's easiest to work on it. And you realize it's like large tarp-like wings, mechanical legs that are kind of been placed so they can work on it. Eyes where these ruby-like gems have have been set, and as they're bickering, you know, they don't seem to notice you as you walk in. You know, you see this. There's many other gnomes kind of working in this hangar right now, and you know, they're talking about how the new creator isn't going to be too happy if if they skimp out on some of their quests they made. But another one says it's basically done. All we have to do is just start it. We can just test it afterwards. If it doesn't act as it's supposed to, then we can shut it down. You know. So what do you do?
At the remark of like just start it, Agnak's gonna be like, yeah, turn it on. Sort of alert them to his presence.
Okay. They turn.
He says it with a certain sense of authority, I might add.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this voice is coming out of nowhere, right? Because
Would I still be invisible? Has it taken me?
Yeah, you would still be invisible.
Okay.
So, as they're looking around, like, what? Did you hear that? Yeah. It's gotten quiet as one of them goes, like, kind of gestures, makes a symbol to the rest of them, and they, you can hear the work that's being done kind of slow to a crawl, and it comes silent in here.
I like it because, like, me as a player and also as Agronak, we are remembering we are invisible. No one heard or sees where this voice is coming from.
Yep. And there's
So he's just going to repeat, turn it on. And then slowly sort of, would there be some sort of corner where things are just sort of kept in this hangar, as most hangars are to have?
well, it looks like they have different sections of this hangar. You know, parts that are working on that have tools for specific other parts that need to be worked on this massive clockwork dragon. As you say, yeah, turn it on. You know, you hear a voice. Yeah, why don't you turn it on? From behind you.
I hate this because I know I'm going to turn around and it's going to be Drake action. So I guess I
hate
might
that
as well
name.
go ahead and say I turn around as Agronak.
You don't see anyone.
Who is it? Oh,
That's even worse, isn't it?
yeah, dude. I'm gonna keep going with this. Turn it on. Hopefully this voice keeps helping me out.
The gnomes are very confused, and you know they're like bickering amongst themselves. Call the guard. Call the guard. You know, get the guards in.
Wait. Would I recognize the voice?
You can give me an insight check.
Dad?
Can you imagine if I decided to somehow say Agronak's dad survived a time skip of 800 years and has appeared invisible behind him?
Maybe his father was an elf.
Along with its already
personal, kid.
old age.
Yeah. Okay.
He's an immortal being.
And here he is for the first time ever in this city with me during these events, helping me goad on a bunch of gnomes.
But in reality, he's
Incredible.
he's just tripping out.
Yeah.
It sounded familiar. It's definitely a voice you've heard in the last. I'll say this is kind of a meta thing, but I'll say in the last at least 10 episodes.
Okay, that's so many people.
I know.
He introduced at least 10 last game.
I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say it's a familiar voice.
Do I know that it's not Drake action?
It's not. You were not expecting another voice, and it caught you off guard, so you don't recall exactly whose voice with that insight check.
Okay, but it sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Okay. They're saying call the guard.
Yeah, they're like, call the guard. One of them's like slowly looking around and making their way towards the nearest wall.
Ooh, what's the dragon look like?
Like
More
I said,
specifically,
the dragon is
they're
splayed out. You know, like its arms are like kind of forward. Its wings are spread out like unnaturally, just kind of like fully extended. Like you would never see a dragon kind of laying down like in the position that it's in. Not only that, there's like like how it looks like there's a part you could go underneath. So it's like you could work from under and enter from like underneath if there's a need to work on things and fine tune things from underneath too. Like almost like a garage, not a garage, like a mechanic kind of style, but it's like a large hangar, you know.
their seat on that dragon.
Huh?
Seat. Is there some
Seat?
sort of designated
No.
place I could see that one would sit?
There's no seat on the dragon that you can see.
Fuck.
The gnome has made it to the wall at this point. You could see he quickly starts to move along the wall, and you can see the direction he's moving to. There's a box that he's trying to get to. He's just looking around, like hoping that nobody would notice. But he's like the only one moving, so it's kind of noticeable.
Can I dash towards that box?
Yeah.
All right.
As you dash towards the box, you know the footsteps kind of freak him out. He stops and he's like, looks around, unsure. You're at the box now, invisible.
I'm going to the box.
Okay, you're at the box.
Let's go with this box.
It's a wooden box. You notice that there's it's like a small mechanical contraption on the inside. It's like a little open box that you can open, and it looks like there's a few levers, and a few buttons, and then one of them, is clearly painted red.
I'd like to play with the levers and buttons.
Okay.
Okay. As you play with the levers and buttons, the doors to the factory shut. You know, the hangar shut behind you. And as it does, you start playing with some of the other ones, the lights go out. The shutters get shut. The doors kind of open again. And then you hear from behind you, why don't you start it?
What button is it?
It's not here. It's there. And you swear you see someone's hand kind of appear or over your shoulder, and you're a tall guy. Over your shoulder as it points to a slightly elevated position next to the dragon.
Over my shoulder?
Yeah. Do you turn around?
It's a voice I've heard in the past 10 days.
Yep. Do you turn around?
I can see the hand right now?
Yeah, you see the hand.
Yeah, I'm going to turn around.
There's nothing there. The hand disappears.
Spooky.
Let's go press that button.
Oh my god.
All right. So, you go to where the hand pointed. The gnomes are definitely like, what's going on? They hear some footsteps.
What the hand look like?
The hand, it looked like it was well dressed. It had like this kind of fancy cuff to the wrist, an area that you could see before it started to fade into your vision, to your peripheral vision. The skin itself was, I would say, somewhat slightly tanned. I wouldn't say like they were rough hands. They were, elegant, well kept, things like that. You're really racking your brain, aren't you?
Yeah, man.
Okay.
All right. Turning on the dragon.
Okay. You go up to the platform. You look down. You can see there's a few kind of like things that you can adjust and move around, but there's clearly a separate box that's been kind of glassed in and shut with a button in there. Okay, you're gonna open and push the button. All right, push the button, and you hear a whirl of electricity as the whole room, and you now notice that along the sides of the room, there are these kind of coils that weren't powered before, As these come and charge, you could feel the energy kind of rise, and as you do that, the gnomes start to freak out. A few of them start clambering off the dragon, trying to crawl out of some of the joints that they've been working in, some of the larger joints and stuff like that. But as it starts to do that, you see it crackle with electricity, and as it does, you could hear this hum and whirling of gears, and you could see the first thing you would notice is like the neck of the dragon start to arch back, and its body starts to rear up, and it's unnatural because its legs aren't moving right away. It's the head first that's starting to move, and then the body, and then it starts to pull in its arms, and then it kind of sits itself up, and you notice that there's powers behind its eyes. Then you hear clapping.
Is it from the gnomes?
No. It's not from the dome, but it's from where you were nearby the entrance and nearby the box that you were close to.
You see, now I am actually hoping that I look and see Drake action, just so it's not nobody again. So, who's clapping?
It's Drake
Agronak
action.
turns towards it.
As you turn, you could see him standing there, dressed a lot more elegantly than he was before when you met him before, and he goes, "Oh, wow. I didn't even have to do anything to you. I mean, you aren't under my charm at all. Right, Agronak?"
Am I still invisible?
Yes. And he's not looking at you, he's looking at the dragon as he's saying this.
I'm not gonna answer.
Okay. As you're being silent, he goes, "Oh, now, don't be like that. You and I, we work for the same cause. Come on."
Same cause?
I mean, I've heard from the right people, and you've survived far greater things than I could ever come up with. And I mean, your actions now speak to what your true intentions are, right, my friend?
You know, I really thought I could have just rode this thing out of here and helped save the city.
Save the city? So you were trying to use this against me?
Yeah, I guess.
Now, don't be like, calm down before I set this thing on you. I mean, it listens to everything
I'm gonna go.
I say. So what do you do?
I'm gonna
You're
go
gonna-
stand by Drake action and
Okay.
do what he wants.
You walk your way down. He could hear your footsteps. He's like, "Now away with the illusions. Enough of that." He then quickly, grabs your hand, and he grabs your left hand, pulls it forward, and as he does, he kind of pulls your arm up, so you could see the underside of your arm. So you really are with us. Fun stuff. You should have told me. I wouldn't have charmed you. I mean, he said as much. That you would still be with us.
Not really with you guys. I was with those guys.
Well, yes.
And also, you don't gotta touch me to see the tattoo. I never really wear a shirt.
Well, I just wanted to see if there was any difference with the time passing is all. friend.
What do you mean?
I mean, I'm one of his, I'll say, newer recruits. So I guess you outrank me in time, but he saw skill, and he only takes those with skill. Yeah, you know who I speak
Who's
of.
he?
I mean, you and I share it on the same arm, and he kind of like, shimmies his sleeve up a little, and you could see the bit of the tattoo underneath his arm.
Oh no.
On his left arm?
On his left arm, the same arm you have.
Shit.
I mean, I don't exactly know all the members yet, and I've ran into a few actually, just recently, in the last few days. In this very city. Can you believe it? They should have told me. There's no need to charm them. We all work for the same cause. Like I said, the overall cause, I mean. My initial reason for doing this is just my own reasons. But, borrowed power calls for something. Isn't that right, buddy? Now, what is it that you're looking for in the power that you got?
Like I said, I was hoping I could save the city. Just sort of from you.
Really?
Because
You were actually serious about that.
yeah, I didn't think I'd be as alone as I am right now.
I mean, none of your friends are alone. They think that they've been fooling me this whole time. I know where they are right now. I've let them have their little fun, because I know they're not gonna win.
How are you so sure about that?
Come on. If I know what you're doing, I can make the checks and balances, I can string you guys along down the path I want you to go. Put on a grand display and then watch you all fail. And then turn it around, change the story, and eventually history books would just have it as you all being, or your friends being, well, greedy individuals that wanted to take the power away from the rightful people it belonged to. I mean, it's the classic. And of course, the heroes, I mean, one of them can be you, that save the city from this, band of misfits, has-beens, useless individuals. Am I right? These gleeps.
Gleefs.
Gleeps. God damn, that word.
A joke that's funny
To no one here.
to no one except us.
Yeah. Now come on, buddy. You powered it. I mean, but I control it. Side with me. I'll give you a seat. And we'll be all one step closer to his plan. Eventually, perfect order. The way things are meant to be.
I'm going to ask you this one more time. Who is his?
I mean, don't you know?
No, I kind of remember some big bad guy that we didn't like back in the day.
I mean, he's told me all about you, and he's also told me about how your friends now are nothing, nobodies, running fugitives of the law, I mean, but you've already abandoned them and decided to work for us. Wonderful. I mean, side with the winners, right?
My friends are working for you?
No, you've abandoned them to work for us.
I didn't abandon
Just keep
them.
distracting Maggie. We'll be there eventually.
This whole 6-second things is still going in effect, right?
Give me a second. Give me a second.
I'm waiting for Michelle to do the whole cap on your left. And then, you know.
I mean, technically, I still don't know his actual name, but right now he goes by Zim. You know, just a short, sweet name. He's been working under one of the personal guards. You didn't know. I guess he is secretive. But he's the one that gave me this. And I'm sure gave you that. Told me a lot about you.
This Zim fella knows about me?
Oh, he knows a lot. He also told me a few others I should look out for and possibly remind them what side they belong to. I mean, even Sveth, one of the champions. You know?
If he knows so much about me, he knows I fucking hate Seth.
Well, we don't have to like each other, but we can work with each other. Isn't that right? You helped me turn this on. I was gonna have the gnomes turn it on. I mean, they work for me after all, now that I'm a creator, right? So, come on. And he kind of extends his hand. I'll show you what endless amounts of money can provide.
Hey, he's gonna look at his hand. He's gonna look at Drake Action. And he's gonna punch him 4 times, and he wants the last one to be a wind knocker.
Yay!
All right. Give me your punches.
That's our boy.
Show me your moves.
Show me your moves. Well, shit.
Crit, 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 crit.
Okay.
Aggie's
Damn.
feeling fisty.
All right. The wind knocker one, I think you could choose once it hits, right? I think that's how it works with stunning strike.
Yeah,
Yes.
after it hits, you can choose to
So
make it.
after it hits, you can choose to use it. You don't have to say you're using it before.
Sweet. Okay.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna read on that just to make sure, but I think that's the rule. So, as you try to pummel him, you know, are you gonna still try to use wind knocker with the first 2 hits that's actually gonna hit? Okay.
Yeah.
So, what is the save that he has to make?
I think it's a con save. I think it's 15, but I'm not for sure.
All right. You look at him. You kind of duck and catch him at by the chin, and as he's like dropping from that impact, you get him the gut, hoping that the wind knocker, it would knock the wind out of him. But the other 2, he quickly reacts, and you realize he is not slowed in any way. He kind of like, I mean, you really shouldn't have done that. Like I said, we can work together. Last chance, big guy. And he kind of stands up, and he's looking up at you. You know, like that, he's standing like tall and proud, and he's looking at you like nothing has happened when you did that. He does, you could see the injury that he's taken, but you could see it quickly starting to fade as he like wipes a bit of blood off of his like lip.
Oh no.
You think Zim could help me find my friends from the before times?
I mean, I heard Sir, they're already fugitives. On the run from the law forever.
They're not.
I would.
They're good people.
Well, you can leave them behind and align yourself with better people.
Well, Drake, that was your last chance, and he's gonna do it again.
Okay.
The one thing Aggie wants in the world is to see his original posse,
Mhm.
and I ask you for this. And like, as a bad guy, you can be like, for sure. And there you go. You got a new bad guy. No, we're hitting him again.
Well, he doesn't care.
Fucking around.
He doesn't care.
Friends of fugitives.
Yeah, I'm trying to show the personality of Drake. I know it's smarter to do that, but he's not. Like I said, he's not the smartest, but he also has a charm about him.
Nice.
Okay, as you wail on him once more, you know he doesn't attempt to block it too much. He takes the hit. He goes, damn it. As you could tell, like one of his like noses snapped like to the side a little, and he kind of snaps it back into place, and you can see that like the bleeding happens for a little bit, and then it stops, and then you can see his nose kind of go back from instead of like swelling, it just kind of fuses back, and as he does, he goes, all right. He turns around, starts walking away, and he whistles really loud. As he does, you hear whirling of gears, kind of a rush of wind from behind you. As the hangar doors are still not open, you feel a large claw grab you from behind. You could give me a athletics or acrobatics check with disadvantage. Okay. Athletics or acrobatics. All right.
Nice.
You fail as you feel your feet being lifted off the ground, and you realize you're going through the ceiling. As this clockwork dragon has you in its grips and is flying you vertically up. Now, at this point, Michelle and the rest of you, what are you doing? By the way, Duke, perfect. Thank you for all that. That's great. Yeah, what are the rest of you guys doing in the hideout of, you know?
Well, since we basically teleported straight to the hideout and been chatting this entire time, I guess maybe we're like already leaving for wherever the mechanic place was.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
And Spear's like, yeah, we either way. She's like, one, I need a few more arrows. Anyone can find them for me, or help me find them, because this place still kind of confuses me. Two, we should probably figure out where Agranak is, especially since you said he's still going on the mission by himself. He's a legendary hero, but I know Agranak.
You try to get information from him. It's actually impossible.
Oh, yes, no, but he's always been kind of one to just go and do things. So, could you maybe get in contact with Rowan and Dimitri, make sure they got out okay?
I saw Dimitri fly off. I assume Rowan did as well.
I
Do you
heard
want me
some
to-
invisible crow flapping away, so
I don't have many spells left. Should
They're smart. We could probably make it. Maybe that Dimitri guy seems like he's spookily powerful. I'm sure he'll show up.
Yeah. I shouldn't be telling you this, but he can transform a lot of things. I asked him if he could transform me into a dragon, and he said no,
Well,
which indicates to me that he can. He has that power. He just doesn't want me to be a dragon.
you don't need
mean,
to be a
maybe-
dragon.
maybe he can't turn you into a dragon, and that's why he said he can't.
I doubt that. Anyway, we should get going before Aggie gets into trouble.
Yes.
Yeah, he's probably like
Yep.
drinking beer right now, sitting down, having a sandwich.
I wish
Doesn't get up
Duke
too
was
much
here
when he's by
to
himself.
hear this. All right.
Poor guy, he
Yeah.
probably misses us.
I'm right here.
Oh,
I can hear this.
Okay, cool. So as
I am in fact having a beer and a sandwich.
so the rest of you, what are you doing? Attempting to find some arrows first and then leave?
Yeah, I just
Hustle.
I have
need-
some
I
bolts
guess.
on me if that works.
Not really.
They're
Um,
shorter arrows.
If you have a crossbow, I could use with that.
I
but
have a
don't-
crossbow.
You guys
I actually don't really know how to use one, but
Then why?
Why did you ask?
I mean, I can shoot things from it. I'm just not going to be great at it.
You guys can give me an investigation check around the secret area to find some arrows for Inspira, but that's about the time that finishes. That'll be when Agrenax thing will finish, you know. So, and depending on your guys' investigation check, I'll tell you how much you find.
Victor forgets what.
I
arrows
just
are.
need 9 guys, or 8, excuse me. I keep forgetting I have this special arrow.
I mean, I
I
guess
don't-
I can look. I don't know where they'd keep any. Oh, that was
Oscar
not
found 'em
advantage.
all.
But
Okay, so Victor,
Reach into your pocket.
Victor, you know, you have trouble even trying to find what's a door as the all like no literally as the rooms here, the secret place, all the walls have different ways to open different doors, you know, because the walls itself are doors, so it's hard to like tell what are door like how to open them.
Yeah.
Robert, you remember walking by, going to a place in the last couple days that you were here, you know, finding a place that looked semi like an armory. So, you know,
mm-hmm.
you
Oh,
tell
they might have
Inspiro-
something there. Yes.
Yep, grab like a handful. In Spirit, you could load your quiver up all the way, and you guys are ready to go. So yeah. As you
I hope.
all leave, you know, because you guys are ready, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah. You guys gather your stuff. As you all leave, you would hear, okay. The way you leave this place is, it leads to the edge of the island. You know, like it was nearby the bridge where the wall was fake. That's the exit that you guys know of. As you guys exit that way and make your way up to the actual walkway part, you climb over and it's quiet. There's nobody around.
This is probably not a good sign.
Yeah,
Spirit says as she takes her bow out.
Oscar will draw his hammer and extend the spikes.
usually it's busy here. And then you notice along one of the alleyways walks out Drake.
I'm gonna draw both my sword and my thunder knife.
Eldritch
How far
Blast.
away is he? Yeah, Polo the
Eldritch
Dead.
Blast.
Eldritch
I think he's an
Blast.
illusion.
Okay, give me your, make your attack roll.
Okay,
He's
so
gonna make a
it's
wisdom save.
3. Okay, so not Hexblade. 1, 2, 3.
Jesus.
Oh my god. Do you still get to make 3?
Yeah, I'm a level
Yep.
11 now,
Oh,
so
okay,
I
yep.
get 3.
Because cantrips level up with your player level, like
Character
total level.
development, Character
Yep.
level.
Yeah. Okay, so 18, 21. Okay. So they all phase through him as he goes. That's no way to treat your new creator now, is it?
Just like you're acting, you're nothing of substance.
Oh,
Ooh, that was a good one.
I came up with it over the
Inspira
past hour.
offers a high five. Inspira offers a rare high five.
You know, this coming from a man who only knows how to swing a big hammer.
No, he
Have you
does a
seen
lot
this
of
guy
things.
talk?
I gesture towards my smoking magic hand.
Yeah.
He said it didn't hurt. Actually, what is going to hurt is your friend. And you hear him whistle once more. And you guys, I need all of you guys to give me a perception check.
Sure.
Hmm.
All right. Oscar, you don't notice it. Victor, you don't notice it. You and Zan, you don't notice it either. Inspira and Michelle, you guys notice it because you guys are all focused on, focused on Drake action as he's talking to you and taunting you through this alleyway. Inspira and Michelle, something's off. It's slightly darker. Then you hear it. A whoosh of sound as the wind around you kind of pressed, and you realize something's flying down fast. Something
Don't distract me
large.
that easily, Drake.
As this large mechanical clockwork dragon swoops down, it throws Agranak at you all.
Oh no, he's very
Not this
heavy.
again.
Okay, so Agranak, I'm just gonna do 20 d6s because that's maximum velocity. I believe that's maximum falling speed.
That is the max fall damage.
So I'm just gonna
Michelle,
do that.
reaction for
And I'm also going to make an attack roll as the dragon, just to improvise d20. And if it beats Victor or Oscar or Zan's AC, it's going to hit one of you guys.
Alright.
So you will also be taking half of the damage. So first of all, attack. So that's a
I'll drive with our friend.
so that's a 17.
Yep.
So who did it?
That hits
Oscar.
everybody.
So
minus 17.
all three of
Besides
you.
me.
All right. Well, I'm gonna roll. All right. 1 to 2 will be Zan. 3 to 4 will be Oscar. 5 to 6 will be Victor.
Okay.
6. It's gonna hit Victor.
Oh, well.
Ooh.
All right.
No.
As Agranak, since you're grabbed from behind, you're trying to like undo this thing as you're being flown around, and as you come screaming down, you realize what's below you. As the dragon arm kind of curls back and launches you down at them. God damn it. It is 20 d6s. I'm just gonna roll that on here. 20, not 22. Oh, that's not too
Oh.
bad.
Nice!
Nice. Nice. All right.
All right, so like it's nice. It's nice, right?
Yeah, it's just
real
very
nice.
nice. Yeah, it's
Except I have exactly 69 hit points.
Oh. Well, no. Remember, it's split between you and whoever it hits.
Yeah.
It's just gonna right into
Oh.
the person.
Cool.
Victor, you don't see it coming. You're too focused on Drake. You see it, and then something heavy hits you, and
So we both take 34 points of damage.
yeah, but since it's falling, I'm gonna round up for this one and say it's 35 points of damage.
Ooh.
Does this count as a ranged attack?
Extremely
No. It's counted as a falling attack.
a ranged attack.
Technically, it would be.
Boom.
If it would be, actually, shit. Yeah, it's a
projectile.
ranged fucking attack. It
Yeah.
goes from okay, yeah, okay. It goes from about to like, the trajectory looks like it's about to hit Victor, and this is what Michelle and Inspira see. Before you guys can say anything, as you look up and see it, you could see what's called Agranak being thrown, and his trajectory looks like it's gonna hit Victor, but then all of a sudden it starts to curve and veer towards Zan, and it hits Zan, and Zan and Agranak
Yeah.
instead.
Wait, what?
Yep.
Why?
Oh, I
There's
know
a
that.
reason, and I
What?
cannot say. You guys figure that out on your own time.
How am I gonna? What? That's just nonsense. How am I
Nice.
supposed to figure out nonsense?
Magic is nonsense, okay?
Magic.
Curses, magics, hexes, lycanthropy, vampirism, all nonsense. It still is there.
I got you.
Okay, as
Some people like
Zan,
turning stones. Others
you-
get hit by their friends.
you feel something heavy hit the side of you. And you take 35 points of damage, bludgeoning damage, and same with Akranak. And I'm going to say, I was gonna say you guys should both take 69, but I'm gonna say it's 35 evenly.
35.
Yeah, distributed. I'll
Okay,
distribute
cool.
it.
You mean 17?
Oh.
Yeah.
You just said it was a ranged attack, so I took half
Yep. Yep.
from the
yep,
half.
Yep. All right. And I want to ask, do you guys want to do this?
Oh yeah.
Hell
This
yeah.
session? Or do you guys want to do this next session? Because I could make a really nice map for next session, or we could do a mapless one. And
I feel like
for a fight like this, I would rather do a map personally.
Okay.
But
Yeah,
it's
sure.
up. But it's up to you guys. If you guys really want to do this fight, because you guys want to, let me know. We have the time. We can do this. If not, I will make a wonderful and beautiful map that you guys can interact with in different ways, and get really creative with. Because a lot of you guys will probably be useless. No offense. It's just how it's gonna be.
I kind of would rather a map just because it is like a big ass fight.
Yeah, it's a big creature,
You know?
And not only that, Mowgli's there, and eventually, if next week comes around and Toby can make it without being late, then we will have Toby there too. If not, then we won't.
I know I'll be late next week because they put me on second shift for some fucking reason. But I'm off at 10, so it's
It won't be too
if I
late.
get a lift, if I get the Uber home, that I'm looking at like under an hour late.
Okay. Well, if anything, we could try to start a little late then and have a shorter session like this week. But let's call it quits there, if that's okay with everyone.
Fine.
Cool. I'm gonna go to
Makes
sleep
sense.
because I need to wake up in 4.5 hours.
Ugh. All right. Well, thank you all for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. There's a lot that's about to happen. If you did enjoy it, that follow would be greatly appreciated. We do this every week if possible. A few people are late every once in a while, but we write them in and write them out as I can see fit. Those of you guys that enjoyed it, thank you very much and have stuck around for this. We'll be back next week, next Friday. We were questionable role models. Thank you. And like us on Twitter and on not Facebook. What am I saying? And on YouTube. We've been uploading the videos from the channel and slowly are catching up. I think we're on episode like 40 something now, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Nice.
Thank you very much. We'll be back next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.
See ya.
All right.
All right, guys, I'm gonna run. I'll see you later.
Good night.
Adios.
Take care.
And
Tight, you
Fare
beautiful.
thee well,
Bye,
good
yeah.
sandwich chef.
Yeah. What'd you guys think?
Yeah.
We get to kill a dragon.
You guys get to kill a
I
clockwork
wanted
dragon.
I wanted to do it.
You guys get to kill a
I
clockwork.
really
man.
wanted